Hello everybody and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons and Doggos, Tuesday edition. We're a little bit late on the start today, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties with salads. Salads prevented us from getting on early from one of our salad sponsors. We need a new salad sponsor if anyone wants to come in from home that wants to sponsor us better salads that are faster.
Express salads.
But apart from that, it's probably a good time to shoot across to two of our other members so that they can introduce some of the contests and sponsors that we have on the stream. And I hope some of you guys might check them out because they are quite wonderful.
Yeah. So as we were saying last week, our competition is still running to win this fantastic set of spell markers. Once we get to 50 followers on our Twitch account, we'll then pick a random follower to win the set. So share, like, subscribe, and tell everyone about it.
Winner.
This stream is also sponsored by the Dice Smith. And you get some pretty cool, funky sets of dice. And these rainbow dice. Don't know if you can see on the camera. Some transparent ones. They roll well. If you're interested in dice, affordable price, head over to facebook.com/the Dice Smith. Check out the colours there. There's more coming in stock all the time, so check back regularly. There's
I rolled a nat 20 with his own dice.
Always nat 20s.
Always nat 20s.
It's rigged.
They're loaded.
That's called a DM dice.
Yeah.
DM dice. Yes, if you do want to kill some people off, grab them for sure. DM, so it's guaranteed nat 20s.
And I got a nat 1, so.
Anyway, so let's jump straight back into it. Last session we ended with all of you. We'll say that Thorn is outside of this temple, not inside.
I was sick.
Yeah, we'll say that you were outside because he was sick last session, but he has been tagging along. What we are going to say is that we're back in that room that you were in that had the goo and the giant plants.
That still has the goo in it.
Yeah. A lot of the goo, most of the goo drained out down that hole. Some of it still is there though. You haven't had a long rest. I've just returned this. I've decided to return it back to there, just so that if something else happens to happen in this room, we have it already drawn.
We're dead.
Right there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it takes as well. I actually forgot.
I threw one just over there before.
That was a permanent marker.
Okay.
Don't use that one.
Well, that's we won't be doing much drawing today.
I can't remember where we were.
I don't know where I am, so
yeah.
Thank you.
You are standing outside the temple.
I'm in the ocean.
Yes.
Roll.
In the great sea.
Yeah. Oh, under the sea.
Under the sea. Alrighty.
Copyright.
The weather is better when it is wetter.
Hey, 215.
Oh, you will see.
Okay, so yes, last session we had quite a few near-death experiences. You're all currently. Oh no, that's going to stuff my screens now. We'll have to reset them all up. Anyway.
It's alright.
Anyway, we'll get there. Basically, we've got we've got everyone still in this room, and currently there's still some goo on the floor in front of you. This goo actually, just for your benefit, had some man-eating plants come out of it, and some zombies, and a few other things. You're currently right in the middle of the Nasi Wastes. The Nasi Wastes it's quite a large expanse. It's about 10 miles across, 10 miles deep. It's a really big place.
Yep.
In the middle, sort of the jungle, but it's just a wasteland. So there's no trees covering. There's dead things. There's stones. There's pools of this sort of stuff. It's very, very much like the Elephant Kingdom of the Lion King. Yes, the Elephant Graveyard. And so that the party has managed to make its way through to Rasnasi's temple, and Rasnasi's temple is right in the middle of it, which is surrounded by what you can only gather was literally thousands of zombies that you made your way past on the way in here.
Okay, so in terms of, to me to get to them, do I have a straight narrow path, or Is this going to be one of those things where
you-
I have to trek through?
This one, you kind of do have a straight-ish path.
Fuck okay.
Although it's hang on, someone's calling me. Let's decline. Yeah, you kind of do have a straight-ish path. Although the party cannot be aware of basically currently what else is in here because they've gone in.
Yeah.
They've been trapped in this room, and they were basically like railed on
Undead.
by not just undead, but also Charlton followers that were up on the second level that were throwing things down at them and from
really?
upstairs. So this is definitely, it may not be safe for you to get into on your own, but you're definitely welcome to.
Well,
You would have probably heard a lot of the commotion because it's not such a large place.
yeah.
So this sized room, think there's probably about 4 or 5 more of those, and that encompasses the whole place.
Okay, so how do I? So it's
Hard to tell because this is just one room.
Yeah. So do I have to go like down some stairs or do I have to go?
So if you're currently standing at the front,
Yep.
what you're seeing some stone stairways that lead up into this temple.
Yep.
The temple itself is actually hovering off the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? The way it's hovering off the ground is because it's on the back of 4 giant turtles.
Oh, dope.
The turtles are actually skeletons because they're dead, but there's just the shells there. So these are.
Oh.
So think dead skeleton turtles. That's
Yeah.
what it's riding on the back of. There's 4 of those, and yeah, but there is a way to walk up there. So it used to move around here.
I'm gonna ask a really stupid question again.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Sorry. Do I happen to know what CR rating these might be?
What the
turtles?
The turtles? I don't think you'd know what CR rating they are unless you give me a nature check.
I'm probably not gonna do it, but I just want to know. So.
Yeah, give me a nature check.
Oh yeah.
They are
let's do
dead
it.
though.
Nature. 12.
12? So at first glance you can tell that the age of these turtles is sort of depicting that when they died they were probably well into their mature years.
Yep.
And in terms of their CR rating, you could say that it's very close to what a mature giant turtle would be.
7. Higher than 7.
That's a good question because I don't think CR rating exists in Character Land.
Okay, because So the reason why I've asked that because I can control undead. So I'm just like as a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I'll just control the undead turtles.
Yeah. I can have a look. I can definitely have a look.
Yeah.
I'll have a look for you.
You can always just cast it and find out.
Yeah. I don't plan to, but I just want to know if
You
it's
can
shit.
always try.
You can always try.
That's a,
Well, it's them. They have to do it with safe.
But-
it's the DM's
Discretion.
line. You can always
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. But generally speaking, these things are pretty.
Because I'm pretty sure they're a CR7 or 8.
Have a look.
Yeah. This is my character going CR.
They're actually 3.
Oh, I can control
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah. So it's
but-
currently on the back of these, and these were basically. You can assume that it was how this temple used to move around the jungle.
I'm just going to walk up. Snakes. Walk up the stairs to enter the tomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's basically an old temple.
Yeah.
As you walk up the stairs, you see an archway. In the middle of the archway at the top, you see a blue triangle.
Yeah, the thing on Chris's head.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
see that. Yep. And you recognise it straight away that it's some kind of significance.
Yeah.
As you walk through that archway, it opens up into a big, large room. That's basically a throne room. You don't see much in there besides like sort of the roof sort of caved in a few places, and you just see sort of some hallways out at the back of it, and that's where these guys would have gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to, hey Sam, do you want to just move my character somewhat in there?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah?
Cool.
Cool. I'm pretty much just going to be trying to look and find the others. So.
That's weird.
Cool. So give me an investigation check. See how you go finding them.
Oh,
I can
sweet.
breathe through my nose.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Straight
That's
19.
like horseradish.
Okay, so as you're walking around, you see that sort of behind the area where behind the throne room area that you would be currently looking at, you can see a hallway that goes down towards some rooms out the back.
Yep.
Down that hallway, you can see a door that's on the left-hand side, and you can see underneath the door. You can see some strange goo that's coming out from underneath the door.
I don't know what.
Sam killed himself with wasabi chips.
You bought wasabi chips.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Idiot.
Public service announcements: do not buy Doritos wasabi flavored chips.
Are they that hot?
No. They're not hot. They just taste disgusting.
It's terrible.
Buy it, Doritos. Bad.
I'm gonna head towards the goo.
I made a decision and it was wrong.
Right.
Bit him? Yeah, bit him. Fuck
Oh
it.
man.
So as you walk towards the goo,
The goo.
I need to you need to tell me, give me a perception check as you're walking towards it.
14.
Okay. So as you're walking towards there, you notice that some of the stone brickwork that you're walking on, the pathway, is a bit loose, and you feel like some of it starts to start slipping underneath you.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the door, you actually see some of the bits that you would normally be walking have fallen sort of through the ground.
Yeah.
And on closer inspection, looking down, you're actually currently over the top of a minimum that you can see 200-foot deep pit.
Oh, this is the thing you were talking about.
What thing? What thing?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you can see through the floor.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So you may want to watch your step.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
Hold on to another party member.
That's what we're saying here. You may want to watch your step.
I'm gonna try. I'm actually gonna get out. Hold on. Let's go check. One of my leftover javelins and kind of just using it as like a walking stick.
Yep.
Kind of determine the weight of the steps.
Right.
What the goo is there a door that's in the way?
Yeah, there is a door. It's closed. Yep.
I'm gonna attempt to open it.
Okay. As you're walking along with your walking stick before you get to the door, can you give me a survival check to see
Oh no.
how you go finding these holes?
Oh, that's a 5. Hey yo, let me roll these d6s.
So as you sort of keep walking along, and you feel like it's pretty solid stuff.
Yeah.
And as you walk, sort of getting a little bit closer to the door, you feel underneath your footing starts to slip,
Yep.
and 2 of the bricks that are right underneath your feet break free, and you start beginning to fall.
Yeah, I instantly try and grab onto something.
Give me an acrobatics check to see if you grab on.
I always JC grab onto things.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Because acrobatics is dex, isn't it?
Easiest death of my life.
Doesn't help you doing that one.
We should just left you.
That one. Thanks, Dark Smith. You gave me that one.
They roll fair.
Don't buy his dice.
Anyway, as you sort of start to fall, you miss the edge, and you start falling
Oh yeah.
deeper and deeper into a hole that you can't see the bottom of. Now,
Yeah, it's just like my life.
Wow.
you've been falling. You've been falling for. It's like your life. You've been falling for at this point 2 to 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and you still haven't hit the ground.
Wow, that's just roll me some d10s, bud.
It just gets darker and darker as you see the light above you sort of slowly fading away as you get deeper and deeper into this hole. You get to a point where your body starts to feel like it's reached terminal velocity, and you're starting to kind of float at the same speed down. And
Yeah.
looking below yourself, you're not seeing any bottom. It's no longer dark. It's actually pitch black. So you're starting to see like nothing. It's like you're in a world of almost nothing.
So wait, I'm on my back, right? Falling down?
I was pretending you're falling forward, but you can be on your back if you want.
Yeah. Can I try and lift myself up?
You can try and you can try and do that. Give me an acrobatics to do a flip in the air, I guess, because that's kind of what acrobats do. So
Do a flip.
What the fuck?
You're just rolling bad, man.
Still a 1, that one.
Right.
Snap my back out.
right, so as you sort of try and flip around, you tried to go for a front flip, but given that you're in the air, you kind of just did like more of a tumble instead,
Yeah.
and you still managed to realistically face the way that you're going for, but it's starting to become pretty difficult to tell which way is up, which way is down, which way is
It's
left,
like
which way is right.
you're in a scuba suit and you get knocked to the head. Yeah. Well, you guys might as well do your own thing because I'm going to be It's like the Simpsons episode, so the bottomless pit.
You're in purgatory.
Yeah. Such as my characters in general. So, do you want me just to roll a new one, or?
No.
Well, I got a
It's like
12.
we hear him go past.
Yeah!
Hey, you guys hear anything?
While you're falling, while you're falling, we're going to see what everyone else is doing.
I'm just getting comfy.
Okay.
Alright, so looking about the room, so there's still good.
Yeah.
All the zombie bodies are there or withered away?
Yeah, some of the bodies are there. They've kind of been sort of eaten away by a bit of that sort of that goo's sort of been slowly dissolving them. They're not in great shape.
Where's an open ledge to up?
An open ledge to up.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, as like fully described as possible. But like, is it roof space above us, and then there's the opening, or?
Okay, yeah. So here there is a roof above you, right? But over this side, just so let's say that it's actually a. Here's one up a bit earlier. All right. So let's say that there's a ledge.
Yep.
About up here.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole room's flat. There's nothing directly above, but there is a gap in the wall up here that they were throwing the buckets down. This was all the way along.
Is it a man-sized gap, or is it?
You could fit through it. This is the same gap that they had that rope and the pulley holding Gorgon and Clementine up before they got cut down.
And that rope's gone now.
The rope, you cut it here, but it's still sort of there.
But still attached back to there.
Still is attached back up to here. Yep, as well.
Hey, Kura,
But it is sort of hanging directly above the hole.
yeah, that's a problem. I'm trying to think if we get you
May the rolls be ever in your
to
favour.
monkey climb across the rope as we act as counterweight on the rope, and you climb up to the gap, and then I don't know, throw more shit down to us to kind of climb across, or I don't know what you think, Rillen, but either that I saw like the goo kind of transforms a bit into like a solid shape you can walk on if you constantly burn it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's our other option.
Can I go over and see if the door's locked?
Isn't there goo in front of that?
There is goo in front of the door. Although you can walk through it if you want, but you will have to make sure that you're gonna have to give me a con save as you walk through it.
Okay. I'm not going to do that. I thought most of the goo was gone.
Most of the goo is gone, but there's still residual goo. Like you can get it's not deep enough to drown you or anything anymore at this stage. It's
Do you
more
want me to
just.
burn it so you can walk it?
No.
I mean, you can still walk through. Like remember, like we did find that you can manage to traverse it as long as you have some way of breathing that isn't natural. So that your underwater breathing helped you last time.
That's it. 'Cause we've still got
Yeah.
water breathing for another 23 hours.
Yeah. Is it only a con save if it touches my feet? So I'm not wearing shoes. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I use this blue liquid that I control. Oh no, it has to be attached to me.
How high is that ledge?
That ledge is 20 feet above you.
Yeah, we can try using the rope.
Holy shit.
Are there any levers
Look
or
this up. Run the homepage.
like secret buttons or like along the wall or anything like that?
You can give me an investigation check and give it a crack. What are you going to do? Just go and sort of walk around and just touching the wall and stuff? Yeah, feel free. You
I'll
can
show
do
there's like a secret button. 5.
fine. All right, so walking around and sort of like pushing on the walls, you find a couple of like older bricks that are loose.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem button-like, but you are actually able to shake them loose.
Anything behind them?
So they're about so big, about that big, like a whopper. Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit bigger than a whopper. But
First
as
of
you sort of shake one loose, you manage to pull it out, and you can see through. Looking through that part of the wall, it's actually sunlight. It's outside.
all- Oh shit.
So this one machine, by the way, is this side of your wall.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So pulling out one of them, like one of those bricks, you can see sunlight out that way.
Hey guys, I got another idea. And
What
you
y'all
kind
thinking?
of show them the sunlight pulling through the brick. We didn't knock down a fucking wall.
How is it? You reckon that's going pretty easy, or?
Well, this brick came out pretty easy.
Yeah,
And
alright.
I'm not strong or anything.
Well,
but-
maybe we can get some rope.
I foresee one problem. right? If we knock out one wall, we might have a partial collapse above us. You get me?
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to have to heal myself up a little bit. I'm going to cast. What do we got here? Shit. I forgot what I was up to. Cure wounds at level 3.
Okay.
On myself. Just to gain some of that health back. What are we looking at there?
Much generous.
3d8.
See if we can get out that way. I'm going to pull out my mason tools.
Yep.
And start trying to loosen some more bricks.
Okay,
20.
sure. So you can give me a strength check with advantage to try and loosen some more of those bricks.
Yeah, I think there's some in there. If there's not, just I'll go for fine.
So that was horrendous. Lucky you gave me advantage.
Yep.
That was not much better. 10.
10? Yeah, so as one or two start becoming looser, the rest of them start becoming more loose because there's not a lot of other bricks that are holding them in place as well.
Yeah.
You're basically just having to get sort of the below and above mortar free to sort of push them out.
Yeah.
And you start making a decent size hole. Looking further out there, where you can see the sunlight, you can start seeing further out into the wastes again because you're still in the middle of the waste. So looking out there, you can see it is daytime and there are some zombies sort of walking around, going in and out of those puddles, like we talked about last time. And along with that, you can see directly outside that hole, looking down. You are still right above that giant hole. But it's a 30-foot gap from where the wall ends to the next bit of free dirt.
So it's basically just a sheer drop.
Basically, sheer drop from where you are. You kind of sort of you got like you basically created a moon door.
Oh shit!
Not helpful at all.
I mean, it could be like he can jump that far.
30 feet.
Yeah, with haste. Can't.
With haste I can.
So you get one person across.
Well, actually,
With a rope.
I've got no key points. I can't even do half that.
Then how are we going to get a fucking... How are we going to get... If we do that, how are we going to Clementine across with her tiny little hands?
I don't know.
So why aren't we just going through that door over there?
Because the goo's in the way.
Can't we just walk over the glue?
The goo will hurt again.
We're standing in the goo right now.
No, we're not.
No.
It's receded, like my hairline.
So why don't we just push
Relax,
the goo
babe.
out of the way? Or if you got those bricks, why don't we just pull some more bricks out and make a path?
Fucking hopscotch this motherfucker.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Start laying some bricks out in the goo.
Okay, so you've taken the bricks out of the wall and you're starting to put them across the ground so that you can be above the goo.
Yeah, stepping stones.
And I'm going to
Cool. Good idea.
use...
I don't know, keep this so I don't do shit.
I'm going to use firebolts, like all around the bricks, so
Yeah.
in case anyone slips,
You
it's at least it's sealed.
Sure.
So I'm just constantly throwing these little cantrips.
Do you
Cool.
have your white card on there?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
I'm fucking with
Yeah.
it.
So as you do that, you find this relatively easy. Like this isn't difficult for you guys to do, and you manage to get across to the door. Right.
Okay.
Who wants to open the door?
I'll open the door.
I'll open it.
Not you. You're down the hole.
Horns on the outside.
It's about to open the door. We hear this.
So you're opening the door?
Corner. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
open the
All
door.
right. Yeah. So as you start to turn the door feels kind of cold to you. Like the doorknob feels like it's quite cold. It still opens, and as you turn it, you sort of open the door, and you step back out. Everything around you that you see now doesn't look as if it were when you first went in. So looking around, you still see sort of stone walls and everything, but the appearance of the building has shifted since you've reopened the door. Similar to how Rinlin was experiencing it last time, you all now are sort of starting to feel that there's something different about this place. It looks like it's new. It doesn't look dilapidated.
Do I feel like my mind is being played with, or do I feel like this is real?
It's a good question. Let's try a.
Like, is there something I could do to kind of test myself or my surroundings to kind of ascertain is okay, this is what I'm actually seeing, or I'm
Yeah, let's try to
This
let's
is
do
not real.
let's do a wisdom check
Alright.
for you. Yeah,
Ooh, that's good.
actually insight.
Inside.
Let's bet.
That's a 19.
Yeah, okay. So
That's good.
thinking about your own sort of personal mental fortitude that you usually have, because you usually have quite a good control over it, being a fairly knowledge-based class as a sorcerer. You start to feel that there's something at play here that is not quite natural and normal for your mind to be feeling this way.
Guys, I kind of feel like we're being tricked a little bit, but I don't know why and I don't know by who. But just tread carefully.
I feel the same. I'm going to use one of my class feats, Stillness of Mind.
Okay.
So I spend one action, and I can end one effect on myself that is causing me to be either charmed or frightened.
Sure. So as you cast Stillness of Mind, you start to shake this feeling, and looking around, you're once again seeing that building that you came into the first time, and you're looking at everybody else that's around you, and the people, your other party members that are still here, have like their eyes are kind of glazed over, like they're definitely like they're open, but they're looking around. It seems like everything's normal to them,
Yeah.
but there's something not quite right about the way that they're looking.
Hey guys, this happened to me as I was walking into this place. That's why I ran straight towards Clementine. I didn't even see that hole.
Do you see the same thing I'm seeing? And I describe
Everything looks
my
good right now.
surroundings. Does it see the same
Does he see the
thing?
same thing?
Okay.
This place looks like it's brand new to me.
Is that what I'm describing?
Well, yeah, based on what you're describing, Rinland would be seeing the same thing that you're seeing at this point.
No, so we're both tripping the same balls.
You guys are being fooled.
That
This
happened
is-
to me as we came
This
in.
is an illusion.
Are you seeing straight?
Yes.
As you look towards Gura, you notice Gura has 3 heads.
What the fuck?
Why y'all got 3 heads?
I don't. You are being you are being tricked.
I feel that for the heads.
You can.
When I go to touch the heads, does it go through them or does it stop on them?
Yeah. So as you sort of reach out and grab the 2 extra heads of Kura, even though he's super tall and you're super short, you reach out, you grab, and there's just air. There's nothing there. That doesn't. It's sort of, you can still see them. They seem mentally there, but physically you can tell 100% they are not there.
Hey, cool, bro. What kind of trick is this?
I'm not sure,
And why aren't you seeing what we seen?
because I've trained you to keep my mind and my senses calmed and straight.
Maybe we are going to have to follow you out
I
of
might
here.
have to.
I don't want to fall down anything.
But at the moment it's daytime. We can't go outside.
Why can't we go? Oh, that's right, them zombies.
Well, sure, we can stay within the turtle fortress. Let's just do some exploring since we're trapped here anyway.
Well, there's not much exploring if you don't know what you're looking for.
That's what he's for.
We might have
As
to
long as
go,
we're looking through him, I mean, that I work, but
we might have to go deeper. Maybe it'll wear off.
maybe.
There must be some sort of magical aura to this place.
Maybe.
Okay.
But it's strange, I didn't have this same effect when we walked in. It's
Well, it
only
did to
now
me.
since we walked out. Maybe I'm wondering if it's got something to do with the goo, because I did inhale some and then use this blue stuff to get it out. So I'm wondering if it's all kind of connected.
But then why did no one else cop it on the way in? Why was I was the only one that felt it.
Because you're the only one who joined the cannibal tribe. You have the symbol on your head.
It's all. Is my symbol? Hey, cool, Ra, is my symbol glowing?
Is your symbol going?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It usually only glows when I eat. This is weird.
But maybe this is because you're closer to your god. Or your joined god.
Maybe.
My rest in the seat.
Maybe try eating these, and I hand each of them a cinder berry.
Alright. I eat a cinder berry. What do these berries do,
I
boy?
eat the cinder berry.
Cinder berries.
I put your berries in my mouth.
Creature that consumes at least 10 fresh cinder berries gains advantage on saving throws
10.
against disease and poison. Well, I've got heaps, so here's a bunch each.
Okay.
10?
Yeah, 10 each.
Okay.
You get advantage on saving throws against disease and poison for the next 24 hours.
Oh, done.
Mhm.
Fucking
On
done.
saving throws against it.
Yeah. So you may be diseased or
Okay.
poisoned at the moment.
Done.
So while you guys think about what you want to do, considering it's still daytime, we're going to go back and see what's happening down the hole.
Ooh!
Well, that was great. Now back to the other boy.
To be fair, I'm actually making another character. So like,
So while you've been falling, you've been starting to feel like your body and your soul have been starting to lose, sort of lift apart from each other.
Oh, Jesus.
oh great, one of these places.
You've started to physically start drifting away, and it's like an out of body experience, and you can
Oh.
see your body falling.
I ran into the fucking lady from Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's like you can see your body falling, and you're fully your soul and mind is fully coming out of it,
Yeah.
and you stop and you see your body look like it's stopped falling, like it's just hovering there.
Yeah.
And around you, you feel like you're standing on a solid plane, even though you're kind of not a physical entity anymore.
Yeah.
You see that your body's laid to rest on a smoky looking altar,
Uh-huh.
and around you, it's still very dark. Although you can begin to see various light created doorways that are coming, like arch shaped doorways that are coming up around you. You can see them starting to glow.
Oh fuck.
There's 4 of them,
Oh fuck.
one in each direction, sort of
Yeah.
off from your body. Looking through them, you can't see a great deal, but you can see through one of them. You can see sort of more darkness and rocks, and sort of a lava-ish color. So you can imagine it might be somewhere near a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Through one of the other ones, you can see sort of outlines of sort of various little jungle bugs and birds and things flying around, and trees, which you could also imagine could be somewhere in the middle of the jungle. Through the 3rd door, you can see a room that's very familiar to you. It's one that you've been in before, and you had been there. The last time you were there was a lich in there that you were debating things with.
Oh.
What? Sorry.
There was a lich in there that you were debating things with last time.
Oh yeah. Fuck, that was fun.
And the 4th room that you can see through the doorway has a wardrobe on the wall, a carpet on the floor,
Like I ain't got that one.
a bed on the side of the room, and a table.
Oh, I wonder who's in that pool.
Corn.
Yeah, he's my distant cousin. It's the necromancer version of me, Corn. I would like to go to the lava, please.
You'd like to go to the lava?
Actually, can I approach my body?
You can approach your body.
Can I do Ghostbuster style and try to force feed myself back into my body?
As you reach over and go to touch your body,
Yeah.
your arm just drifts straight through it.
God damn it.
You feel like your body, you're definitely not part of your body right now. And
Can I attempt to do a spell, just kind of like a divine pulse to see if my powers still work?
you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and ping within 60 meters. Yeah.
Okay. So as you try and cast Divine Sense, you notice that you don't have any ability to speak currently.
Yeah.
And
This is more representation
as you
in the dark.
Yeah, thank you. Actually,
as this happens, you see your arms moving, you see everything, and you feel your mouth moving,
yeah.
but the words that are coming out are just groans and moans, and it's not exactly like what you'd expect if you were saying, I'm casting Divine Sense.
What's the CR rating?
Yes, it's nothing like that. And so you feel that your body's currently not fully under your own control, and
Yeah.
it may take some time to get used to this new form.
Alright, I'm gonna head towards the lava.
Okay. So you want to just walk in there?
I'm gonna like walk towards the door.
Okay.
And then see how far I can see in there.
Yeah.
See how far I can see.
So as you walk towards the door, and you get closer to this archway, the archway is about twice as tall as you, 3 times as wide. That's a pretty big doorway.
Fucking massive.
Yeah, these are like
Stargate doors.
big doors. Yeah. And there's no like knob or anything. It's literally just an archway just of light.
It's the
It's
Fable
indoors.
archways.
Yeah. And as you come up close to it and you look in there, you can just see like lava flowing down walls. You can see bits splurting out. It's like splurting out from various little pools around there and things. You don't happen to see much else from where you are, but it looks pretty desolate, and you can just see sort of sulphury smoke filling the air and things in there as well.
I'm gonna head into that one.
Okay. So as you step through the archway with your sort of revenant-like form, it you turn around and have a look, and the doorway starts to sort of close behind you.
Yeah.
And where it was, you can now look behind you 10, 30, 40 feet, and you just see more parts of this burnt down sort of area. Now, you can pretty easily gather that you're in some way currently residing potentially inside an either semi-active / semi-dormant volcano.
Do I feel like I've been here before?
The atmosphere, the heat, the general smell of the place, to you feels very familiar. You haven't been to this exact spot before, but it feels very, very close to where you have been before.
Yeah, I know where I am. What's at the end? Like, how far can I see going forward? Like, my straight view?
So you can see sort of straight ahead of you. There's just it's like a rocky path that goes in and out of the rock pools and things, and you can see probably about 150 feet ahead of you. But there's obviously various obstacles and things. It's not a straight narrow path. You're inside a volcano, so it's not natural. No roads have been built here for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and take the straight narrowest path.
Yeah.
Forward. And
Okay.
obviously hopscotch my way.
Sure.
Past the. Well, if I'm technically a Revenant.
Well, you've taken that sort of form, but you're not a revenant. You just take
No,
that's
sorry,
the
I mean,
kind of form that
like
you're.
if I'm a
Yeah.
ghost, then I
Yeah.
shouldn't take. Do I hover or do I walk?
You hover.
Oh, I can just fucking hover my way across. Cast
Okay.
a friendly ghost coming in.
Yeah. So as you hover your way throughout this volcanic-like area, you come to a bit more of a clearing inside. It's sort of it's where the lava is sort of stopped and it starts to go around the room. You see this. It's about 200 feet in diameter. A large sort of oval-shaped, circular-shaped room. In the middle, you see this very large, hulking being that is sitting there just slowly whacking away at this sword on an anvil. The way he's heating up these swords and sort of forging it away is, you can see right behind him, he's basically putting his sword sort of in and out of this channel that he's created that sort of comes off a little lava, like a waterfall. So like a lava fall.
Lava fall.
See, so this guy's obviously got some sort of
Crafting
decent amount of ability to craft things, and also has quite a decent idea about how to deal and control with nature to be able to sort of get lava to be bending in the way that he needs here.
I'm going to slowly make my way onto the platform.
Mm-hmm.
It's either one or two ways. It's gonna happen. Like either way.
You're gonna end up like Squirt, or you're gonna have some real good backstory.
I think there's
I love how he started making a new character, then he realised where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moment I saw the lava, I'm like, well, I know what this is. Fuck.
You had 4 options. This is what you took.
Yeah, because I'm not going back in the fucking room again. There's only 3 options, Amy.
It would have been funny if that one was full of magic items.
Yeah, it gives me. They actually where the death curse is.
Yeah.
Look in there, guys. I've killed the campaign. I'm gonna approach on the platform and. Hello.
As you do that, the noise that comes out of your mouth is once again just a. You just don't really. You can't
Smoke is
communicate that well. And that being that you see sort of sitting there hulking away and hitting away on the sword, it's just kind of he's facing away from you. Kind of just like looks around, thinks he's heard something, which sort of shrugs it off like he's used to hearing this sort of emptiness being down here alone, and he just sort of keeps going away, like toiling pretty hard at what he's doing.
I'm gonna hover my way into his line of sight,
Yeah.
or on the edge of his line of sight.
Yeah. Okay. So as you do that, and you sort of come around to the side of him, he doesn't notice you in the slightest. To him, you seem invisible. It's like you're kind of like an outsider looking in.
Yep. Do I happen to know what sword he is crafting?
So looking at the sword on the table, it's not quite finished, but it is. It's quite long. It's you could say it's about the size of a greatsword, and it has some gems on it that are very resemblant of ones that you have seen before.
You know, back in like episode 2 when I said my sword was important. I know what
We
we
should
should.
have sold it.
And you see he's crafting something. It might not be a unique replica, but it's definitely something. He's definitely crafting something that he's taking a lot of patience. This is not sort of a factory where they create hundreds of thousands of swords. This is a one of a kind, limited edition that he is crafting.
Yeah, I know this one.
Limited edition POS. This is the Bowser sword.
Pretty much. I'm gonna try and put my hands on the sword, like where the hilt would roughly be, if it is created yet.
So he hasn't. He's only sort of got the top metal bits. He hasn't actually clipped a hilt on and then bandaged it on yet. But for where it would be, and sort of you grab that little end of that knob of the metal. As you sort of reach down to grab that, your arm just sort of travels straight through it. And you see the sword because it's quite hot and you were sort of hitting away on it. You see where your hand is, well, your ghostly hand sort of thing has passed through. You notice that in those areas you see sort of handprints like of yours just being made through it, and you can see it cooling down very quickly. So you're basically instant cooling those spots, and he looks around and starts getting incredibly frustrated because he has to go back and reheat it back up and start hitting away again.
And chill the metal.
And
Come here, ghosts.
and so currently he's not understanding why, but he is starting to see these sort of handprints getting formed on the hilt. So he's going away and reforging it to make sure he hasn't stuffed it up.
Is there anything around that I could get his attention, apart from the forge? Actually, sorry, does this guy look familiar to me?
Oh, he's got a sort of hooded sort of appearance at the moment.
Can I float up to his face?
You can give that a try. Yeah. So as you as you sort of float up towards his face, it's still kind of dark in here. So it's kind of the only thing that's lighting it is the magma around, and looking at his face, there is a resemblance there. The resemblance is of a demon that you've dealt with in the past, but it doesn't look exactly like him. He's had his face slightly changed, and looking at him, you can see a little bit of your own reflection in him. So he's kind of taking on like an appearance of sort of two-face
check,
at once.
two-face.
Yeah, he's a little bit changed.
Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna try and blow in his face.
Is this like what you do on the weekend by yourself? You try and blow in his face. Okay. Okay. Try it. You can try and blow in his face.
Let me roll for blow. No, that's about 20. Fucking let's go.
Great dice.
Let me roll for ejaculate.
Great dice.
All right. So as you attempt to like blow in his face, you see a little bit of you as you do it. You see his sort of hood come back a little, as sort of the wind from your air does sort of leave the ghostly realm and the ethereal realm and pushes into his face, and you see his hood come back and as that happens, you notice that the front sort of demonic part of his face that was sort of slightly burned and looks like you would if you'd lived in a volcano for quite a long time, isn't followed up with a similar type of bodily skin. You actually start to see very, very Goliath-like skin. And it looks very similar to the skin that you've had your whole life.
This is. I'm getting my bloody Anakin Skywalker.
Hey, it's me, your boy.
It's me, your boy, the demon. I don't know what to do.
While you think about what to do,
Yeah, get it.
let's go have a look what everyone else is up to. So,
Fuck.
You go exploring?
I'm sitting on the back of Clementine, and I'm just sort of holding on to Kura's shoulder.
Yeah.
If there's any way I can reach up there.
Yep.
I'm going to walk along and I'm going to use my staff and just like to make sure the floor panels are good before we step on them.
alright, give me a survival check.
Sit, vigil.
I'm just following in his footsteps.
Oh yeah, boy.
Oh, sorry.
13.
Okay. Yeah. So, sort of on your way out of of Rasnasi's temple, you sort of hitting all the right places, and you manage to you see a couple of bricks that fall through, but you manage to steer past them on your way out. And as you do that, you end up getting back to the front of the temple, and you're up the top of those stairs and sort of looking outside. So
When we look outside, does everything look normal? As in normal when we first came here, or normal as in
okay. So for
Old.
Kura, it looks just how it was when you came here.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Zombie boys.
For you guys looking out there, it looks like it's just a wonderful oasis. It looks like it is covered. It looks like there's lovely trees, lovely birds and animals and various different.
Really, I know
Things
this is
fine.
a lie, but fuck, it looks beautiful.
this place looks good during the day, eh? Yeah.
I
Must
know
be
it's
a
all
nut
bullshit,
shit. Well, we don't know that.
but I feel like it is.
There must be something causing this. Something. I
Do
don't
we
know.
go further into the palace and see what we
So, from the room we came from,
Yeah.
was that on the outer skirts of the palace? And
Yeah. So if I was to draw the whole palace, just like
just give us like a rough.
Oh, yeah.
idea.
I'll just do a quick thing though. But like let's just say that we did the whole palace, right? Let's just do a real small version of it, okay? It's not going to be a 2 life-size version. Let's say that these are the stairs leading out, right? As you came in, this was basically a large sort of throne room. Throne would have been here. There was a passageway down here. This is a room. This is the room you're in here. This one.
Okay.
Yep. And there was another room on this side, and this went down and sort of had just like a candle thing at the end here. Over here, there's another doorway that led down that you hadn't explored yet, but yeah, so you don't know what's really down there, but you can just assume there's probably an extra room. But that's essentially what that whole place was looking like as you came in.
Hey, Kura, can you lead us to the throne?
Sure. I'll turn around and I'll lead him back towards the throne again,
Sure.
looking out for
Yep.
for traps.
Sure. So you're able to sort of retrace essentially the steps you just took, so you don't really have to look again.
Yeah.
So you can still see the holes. You're pretty confident you know where to walk again.
Yeah.
As you get back to the throne, and you sort of walk up to it, it looks pretty much just like an old sort of big sort of stone, 4 sides, tall throne. A little bit's broken off the top because obviously someone's come in and smashed it, or it's just gotten old and sort of decrepit. That's sort of what you're seeing at this point.
I'm gonna sit down in the throne
Okay.
and just kind of like nestle myself in and like sit, kind of like look around from where I'm sitting, like anything within the throne. Is there any kind of anything?
Well, as you sit down, as you sort of sit down in the throne, because to you this looks like it's still like nicely painted. It looks like there's platters of berries and shit next. I'm going to break my computer. Platters of berries and things next to you. He certainly can't see them. But while you're sitting there, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, I get. You don't think gives me advantage on wisdom saves?
I
Like
think
those
poison,
death
wasn't
saves.
No, advantage on saving throws.
Saving throws in general.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah, boy.
Saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Okay. Sorry, not that.
You gotta add that in the beginning, man.
I thought you
I
said
said it at the start.
3.
I just had to
3?
We got excited.
So while you're sitting there, you start to get overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
with another sense. So you're still seeing what you're seeing,
Yeah.
but you start getting this overwhelming hunger for human flesh.
You too. Shit. I got a real hunger in my belly. You guys got any meat?
What sort of meat you chasing?
Like fleshy, uncooked meat?
Alright. I got some of that. And I
miss?
I pull out a little bit of the refractory meat that I had.
Yeah.
Have a couple of these bits of jerky. Careful,
Okay.
they may came out the wrong way.
I bite into it.
Yeah.
Tastes good.
As you sort of taste it, that overwhelming hunger starts to subside as you start to feel pretty full, and you feel pretty good about yourself, and you start feeling that you're amped for the day. And as
Sure,
that
this
happens,
stuff's pretty good. You should try.
I don't eat meat.
Yeah. Well, fucks to you then.
as that happens, you start getting this warm feeling running through you,
Shit.
and and just up on your head starts to burn.
Yeah.
And you feel just some blood coming out of your head as a big blue triangle forms on your head
Yep.
and starts to glow as well.
Hey, it's gonna get to the point where it's me versus you two.
Why can I see this like dull glowing coming from my forehead?
BS for
What have I got?
Welcome to the club. I know where we can get a good meal that'll fix that craving.
Trace it out with my finger.
You what?
And I see what happened.
Okay.
Well, looks like I'm part of the gang.
That's it.
Can I inspect the throne to see if there's any
Correct.
like markings or wounds or anything that stands out with it?
Yep. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
So how did you eat meat?
I sat in a chair.
Oh, you sat there.
15.
It's just a chair.
It's Rasmus's throne. You got a 15.
15.
Yeah. So looking around the chair, there are various engravings sort of around the base. And looking around the back of it, you see the entire back side of the chair is covered in various old Omuan symbols. So people like old Omu language, basically.
Yeah.
It's a language that you probably haven't yet encountered.
Gee, if only I had comprehend languages prepared.
It says, please do not sit.
I'm not charmed. I'm just having your religion.
I've seen the light.
No, but you can't. You won't be able to see. Actually, Billy, can you see these? Can you see this?
See what as I walk around the back of the chair.
There's all these scribings in the back of the throne.
The symbols I see, are they there? What I see in my
So
vision?
as you walk around behind the chair, this chair's actually currently got like for you like this sort of big sort of drape over it.
I'll
That's like
try.
well decorated. Yeah.
See if I can pull the drape back.
Well, as you try to pull the drape back, it's just with your hand you instantly start to see that it's not
Okay.
real.
I
And
can't move this drape out of the way of the chair.
we must find what's causing this.
Yeah. Do I see within my vision that we're having?
Mhm.
Do I see people moving around?
There are a few different small sort of court people walking around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Within those small court people, are there any Rastancy looking type or like Archmage looking type?
They all look very similar to yourself now, with the symbol on their head and all native Choltons.
Alright.
There isn't any that's particularly stand out.
While they're looking at the thing, I'm just going to be on Clementine's back. I just want to start walking towards that other room on
Yep.
Oh yeah, the other side.
the right hand side.
That's my next thought.
I'll just start.
Hey, I'm gonna go follow him.
Might
Be a
good
good
idea.
food.
Cool. So we're going to pretend that you're in this room. This
Yeah,
one?
we're all heading
Yeah.
out.
Alright, well, we can fit one person in the little drawing, so.
I mean, big Clementine.
Yeah, so as you walk down there and walk into that room,
We both follow.
and you guys follow as well,
Yeah.
you once again get that feeling that everything is kind of cold, and you come across an altar that currently has an open book on it.
Walk up to the book.
I see said
You do see it. So as you walk up to the book, it's currently opened up to a page that is describing an out-of-body experience.
So what's it actually saying?
I just
So
slam it close.
set the book on fire.
it's currently
Look
talking
Fly down
about
the hole.
that
Lands on my corpse.
in order for someone to ascend to the next level of the Nasi religion, that they need to have an out-of-body experience in order to sort of, I guess,
You're now part of religion.
figure out like who they really are. And it starts going through all the various ways that this can happen, and it starts to say that near-death experiences can cause it. It says that there are particular fruits that you can eat in the jungle that can cause hallucinations. It says that there are certain shamans that are able to cast spells on you that can also give you this same sort of feeling. It's not. There's at that stage there's those three ways that you can easily decipher from the pictures that are there, because there's not a lot of text. It's more diagrams, and it's sort of explaining that you get closer to your own self when this happens, and it's basically it's a religious text, but it has got on the front of it the symbol of Rasnasi as well.
Alright. So it says, okay, alright. So, if that's the case,
Chris attempts to kill himself.
Really? Why you go there?
here's a book explaining about how to essentially ascend into high form
Within this
in this
religion?
religion. And I feel I have to do this.
What are you?
I'm gonna primal savagery
Yeah.
and just gonna go
What are you doing?
straight up.
How much health have you got?
So I'm on 26 at the moment.
Make 2 attack rolls.
Is it technically crits then?
Well, yeah, you're not going to try and block him or anything, so I'm guessing you're going straight in.
Yeah, actually, you
2d10.
should make yourself prone, so then you
and it's just Jacob's wailing on you.
So that's 8 from one of them.
the ground is prone.
And then 12 from the other one.
Really? What are you doing?
I need to do this.
I go grab
And I
his
go
hands.
He goes again.
Yeah.
I try and grab his hands and stop him.
Give me a
same.
strength versus strength, and you can give advantage to him for the
Yeah.
strength,
Because
because you can help too.
-1. I'll take it anyway. 10.
4.
You manage to grab his arms and stop him from.
Really?
What are you
Stop!
doing? I need to do this.
What are you doing?
I need to do this.
Do what?
I need
I
to
have
die.
to. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna fucking whack him. I'm gonna punch him in the fucking head.
See, I cast Thunder Wave.
On all of us.
On all of us. As I see him running towards me, I just...
Bang, punch
Well,
him
his
in the
attack
fucking
has to hit first because he went for the attack first.
Oh.
Because you can't do Thunder Wave as a reaction, it's a full spell.
Well, hang on,
So-
Is he restrained?
Or you
Yeah.
could do it as roll initiative and whoever.
Alright,
That I'm just.
alright, yeah,
offering
that's a good
suggestion.
idea. That's a good idea. I like it. Roll initiative
Why
for
you-
you two.
What'd you roll?
What you roll?
12.
Fresh and pray for it.
9.
23.
Kaboom,
Alright.
motherfucker!
Well, his goes off first, and you
So
might,
I'm
and if you're
current-
not too far, you'll be able to go for it.
I'm currently attached to him because
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold his hand.
This is the whole Pikachu Ash catching.
So as he holds on, I'm just...
You cast
Thunder
Thunder Wave.
Wave. That's the saving throw.
Oh,
Counter
Okay.
spell.
What do they need to do for damage?
10 D8s.
Is it
Self
saving throw?
TPK.
I mean, if I don't have to do it, I'm happy.
And then there's me in my own like midlife crisis going on.
Alright, you gotta make con save.
Alright.
Both of you need to make the con save.
Misha, what do you expect? This is crazy.
I have to do con save as well.
Dumbass. Oh, fuck this dice.
13.
Nope. What'd you get?
8.
Nope. I got 12. That's no.
Fuck you, dice. You can say
Sorry,
that.
it's 2 D8.
Oh,
1,
Oh, that's alright.
5. So
6
6.
plus. You got any pluses to that?
That's it.
No, it's just 2 D8. 6.
You're still up then, aren't you?
I'm on
holy
6.
shit.
Oh.
Alright, so I was technically next in initiative order.
We
Yeah.
take 6 damage, yeah?
So that drops me down.
Are
Like,
you
you're
down,
down.
Sam?
That drops me down, and then you get pushed, I would assume,
Oh,
10
yeah, we
feet
both
away
get-
from me,
Yeah.
Let's get
and
pushed
us
back.
two would get pushed back 10
Do
feet.
you get
Okay.
damaged by that?
Yeah, they both did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I meant the push.
No.
No. The push only does.
It's only if you hit something.
Yeah, just push them away.
Yeah, just 10 feet.
Okay.
Alright.
Unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect automatically push 10 foot away
Oh,
from
the
you.
book.
And Clementine. Also,
Yeah.
it's pushed
Oh,
away.
yeah, sorry, Clementine takes. Well, Clementine is a con save.
TD8.
Clementine's fine, it was a nat 20.
Fucking bananas.
So Clementine takes 3 damage.
Clementine's just used to it now. It's just like, alright, whatever.
Clementine eats Rinlin. Must consume. No, Mishi.
That puts me to 0.
They push you to 0. Okay, so you're down. Alright.
Yeah,
Are you still holding him?
Well,
You kind of are. You didn't get pushed away.
we
Yeah.
all got pushed away, so.
Alright, making your first death save.
Brendan,
Rinlin?
sorry.
And that's a no.
Misha, come here.
It's a no. Alright, one death save down.
I'm gonna.
Kura, you
10.
got anything to heal it?
9.
Not really.
Eight.
I'm gonna run over.
7.
I'm gonna try and stabilize
6.
him.
Okay. Go give him a medicine check.
The worst fucking thing you can do.
I'm gonna help him. I don't know if
Alright.
I can.
Oh, you can help him
You
with
can have
medicine.
advantage.
Yeah, you can help him with medicine.
I think God.
Hey!
21.
Oh, that face on Sam was
22.
like, I thought it was like a 1 and a 2.
No, because I rolled a 6 and I was like, oh fuck. And then I rolled 19. I'm like, oh,
You're
thank Christ.
stabilized on 0, but you're no
Oh,
longer
I
bleeding
was
out.
like, thank Christ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll something shit.
So, stabilize
To be
Alright,
fair,
so-
we're fitting into Ridlin. Him just
I-
going, ah!
I'm gonna pull out my wand.
Yeah.
that I
You
got-
can't kill me, I'll
that
kill me.
I, now know what it does.
Yep.
And I'm gonna expand one of the goop balls on him.
Yep.
And he's now encapsulated in the fucking the goop.
The goop ball.
Dragon Ball Z.
So he's now. So what kind of happens? I pull this wand out. I think it was like a long bony wand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
It's basically it's like a glue ball. He's stuck still.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I point this out, and you see this yellow orb kind of come out of the back, and he's like off it, and then on him, and then all of a sudden he just is completely encased in like this hard glue type material.
Just imagine Dragon Ball Z, like, tank.
Yeah, he's essentially turned into a caterpillar, and his head's not covered, so his head's still there, like above. But
Yeah.
that's it.
And while you are currently still unconscious,
And I put my fingers
and you're
in.
still within Rasmus's temple, you
Knock his
feel
teeth
yourself
out.
starting to leave your body as well.
So I drew really.
And
So
you're-
as in like I'm just there, sort of,
your body's still there.
You got a knife.
Your
close
soul
on,
and your
take the
spirit
skin.
come out, and you're able to look over this whole situation.
I should take his help.
And you can see it now without the
No,
charade
no,
that's
no.
going
Yeah.
on. You can
That's
see the
chaotic,
regular
I
building,
Yeah.
and that you're sort of standing there observing
We're not
what's going on
No,
from the
fucking
outside.
True neutral. Neutral good.
oh wow, this
I
is,
come in. It's like, oh, Ridley
this is
Shelton.
intense. Wow.
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk up to Kura. I'm gonna like just sort of blow on the back of his neck. Like,
Right.
hey Kura.
Alright.
How you doing?
As you do that, you notice there's absolutely no change to Kura. He's not noticing you there. You can just see him looking over your body still.
Alright. I'm gonna go up to Kura and then I wanna step inside Kura.
You're gonna try and step inside
Yeah.
Kura.
Ew.
All right. So as you take your spirit and start walking inside of Kura, you get a feeling that it is becoming very, very cold inside you right now. Like you're starting to like feel like you're. Let's just say you've like just sculled like 4 Slurpees and you've got like that chest freeze going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone inside him.
I step
Oh.
inside Kura.
Okay.
Really, do you feel cold all of a sudden?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You feel like a sort of auxiliary coldness, but not as cold as him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit chilled.
Could be something to do with this book, and I'm gonna walk over to the book.
Yeah. As you also look at this book and you sort of pick it up off the ground because it currently got knocked off by the thunder wave, it still luckily is open on the page that is talking about the near-death experiences, and reading through it, you start to understand maybe why Rinland has gone ahead and taken himself out.
Does the book say
While he's
anything,
reading,
Kura?
Yeah,
Can
it
I, like,
says,
do the
says
whole
something
ghost
like a
movement
near-death
and be like-
experience and out-of-body experience.
Channel it and just try and slap the book out of his hand.
It says here
You can
that
give it a crack, yeah.
near-death
So
experience
give me
is
a.
out-of-body
Well, let's see what check would be good for that.
Fucking moron.
Um,
All for what?
Religion?
I don't
yeah, let's try a religion check. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
close enough. Like it's best we
There
can
we
do.
Oh, 13.
Don't
You tend to be channeling through
With
religion.
So as you go over and you slam your hand down on this book, your hand goes straight through. Although the pages of the book, as you're holding them, you feel get super cold
Yeah.
while you're touching them.
I feel like he's still in this room.
Welcome to the afterlife, bud.
I'm gonna swing wildly and see if I can punch him with magic hands.
Punching ghosts!
Punching ghosts.
All right. Give me an attack roll because if you're nat 1, you're hitting his body. So
Pardon?
you're hitting his real body if you're probably nat 1 this. So could be a KO.
That one.
If I'm swinging wildly, is it disadvantage?
Yeah, give me
Trying to hit his
disadvantage.
ghost?
Yeah, disadvantage
That
on
one.
hitting his
That one.
body.
Is that that one?
He did it, right? That one, really? Really?
Is it 18 and that one?
Oh, right. Make sure you
So
buy the
as it-
Guy Smith dice there. Fantastic.
As you start
All the lols.
and you start
pretty fair,
swinging
18
around
and
and punching towards like wherever you feel this
Oh my
ghostly
God.
presence is, you see these arms coming towards you and just swinging straight through you, and you're just like, what is going on? You feel just like coldness going over your arms as you're hitting, and then you see this one large swing because you think you're pretty close to him, but you hit his body that's sort of down on the ground.
Yep.
And you're back into death saves.
Nope.
Do they know that he's like?
I go to like try and
They see some blood coming out of him again.
mend his wounds and like stabilize him again.
Yeah, try to stabilize him again.
It's 9 damage.
I go try and stabilize him.
So you're at 1 death save, by the way.
16.
16.
That means you
Alright.
would have at 2 then, wouldn't you?
You
What
he,
does that roll
miss?
do?
no, he hit. So you would have been on 2, yeah. So yeah, so you did
That's
just
stabilized.
yeah, but he stabilized you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when you
Same,
rolled,
yeah.
Essentially, like,
you're got a 1 from the hit, so you
Well,
wouldn't have.
essentially it just binds anything.
No, because
Yeah,
I was on 0 health.
You don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
But stable. So when he hit me, that puts me back into negative, which made
The
me
globe
start again.
expands
Yeah,
and dries on a target,
Yeah.
which is
He's just stabilized you. You're back on 0, no longer bleeding out. It's getting close for you, buddy. So
And I'm gonna swing again.
as that happens, you feel like you've had an even
they're
closer
restrained.
near-death experience, and you see a second soul start leaving your body.
What?
Looks exactly like you.
fuck you.
And now there's sort of 2 of you like looking at each other.
We're gonna start making
Are
a
y'all-
army.
Question me again. Quick, take his health questions. Deck him.
Of course I'm you. What are you talking about?
More, I say more.
Well, that's it.
How did y'all get here?
It's reload.
Reload.
They've hit your body once again, and look, your other spirits come out.
It's
But
fucking
I don't
Jono.
understand. You look like me, but y'all don't sound like me.
Well, look. Let's just say that I'm not that part of you. I'm a different part of you. A part of you that you don't see very often. But as you come out of your skin and you learn more about yourself, you get closer to me.
All right.
Alright.
This is interesting. Well, I don't even know what to think about this. This some heavy shit.
Shit goes down on Tuesday D&Ds.
Joe, how do I get back into my body?
Looking
Okay.
at
So, based on what I've been feeling, I think we just need to be sort of have our body revived again and brought back to like health, and then we'd all be one again.
Or I had a really good idea.
What's your idea?
You go to that end of the room now. Quick.
Okay,
You go
give me
there.
a second. And he runs away, and he gets to the other end of the room. He's like,
All right,
okay,
now turn around now.
all right, Raymond, what are you doing? Yeah,
We're gonna run as fast as I can
Okay.
towards that body.
okay,
All right, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna hit, and
Yeah.
we're gonna pop back in there.
okay, all
I've seen it in
right,
the
I'm
movie.
ready.
Well, it's really
All right,
hard.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
And both the Rinlands run towards each other,
Yeah,
both the
legs.
Rinland ghosts, and they just, as they jump and they sort of smash into each other, they combine back together as one spirit,
One reload.
To roll them all.
but you feel a little bit more together now.
Yeah, all right.
So you're still not,
We
you're
look
still not in
good.
your physical body, but you now feel like you've got a lot more of your juice, you should say.
All right. I just
All right,
have me
right,
some
right.
Viagra. All right. I'm going to head off to the to that throne, and I'm just going to sit there
As the
as the revenant.
the
just
revenant
sit there
goats,
and
yeah.
just-
Cool.
And feel my new juice
Yes.
flowing.
So as you walk around, you sit down on the throne.
Mhm.
Your spirit starts to get an insatiable hunger for more flesh. You start feeling like you need to consume flesh,
Mhm.
just like Billy had as a sort of a what happened to him.
Mhm.
But you obviously can't easily consume flesh while you're in sort of ghost form.
Oh,
All right. Well, I'm
Reading-
just going to chill there.
Reading through the book, do I find anything how to pull Rinlin out of this crazy out of body experience state?
Yeah. So as you sort of read through that book, you flip to the next few pages, and it starts talking about like what it's like being in there, what they're doing, how things are happening, and you get a lot of information about what these experiences are like and what these trips are like, essentially. And as you get to the end, it starts to talk about how to bring them back, and it's like one way is healing them to full health.
Yeah.
The next way says that they need to find their way back from one of the other planes. And the final way says that you'll need to take them to a local shaman to try and help them find their way back.
Alright.
It's kind of like a spirit guide, if you want to call them that instead of a shaman.
Rinlin, I don't know if you're in here, but if you are, the only way out of this experience is either we heal you, we take you to a shaman, or you find your own way out.
Please don't spook it at us.
Can I hear them?
You can hear them audibly, yes.
Okay.
You can't hear anything in return.
I don't know they can't hear me, right?
You don't know they
Okay.
can't hear you. Yeah.
In that book, does it say anything about sort of like a vision washed over the people or anything like that as well? Or any sort of like anything to do with kind of the vision that I'm seeing compared to Kura?
Oh, okay, yeah. So in that book, not on the bit about the near-death experiences, but there are other things in there, and there are spells in there which are charms, which are along the lines of sort of what you're describing, being able to see something different, and you come across one that is a jungle curse,
Yep.
and the jungle curse that
Thank
you're
you,
reading.
Jarim84 for following.
Welcome to the team.
Love it.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
Purgatory.
Yeah, as you look into that page that you read about the jungle curse.
As in the death curse? Or
No, it's a different type of curse.
Okay.
Yeah, not the death curse, but you read about this jungle curse, and the jungle curse, it is something that a powerful being actually casts on
Thank
you
you.
when you're within range.
For someone for following, that was very odd. I don't know what your name is. Thank you.
Hello from Korea. It's Korean. Yeah, and basically, yeah, from what you're reading about it, you are very clearly seeing that it has been cast upon you by something or someone
Okay.
that has been within 100 feet of you recently, because it says it lasts 8 hours.
Yes.
I found out something about this vision. I'm whispering all this to him because I don't know if that person's still around.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm seeing right now, and what Rylan was seeing before, has been cast on us. And it's something within a shortish range. Within 8 hours.
So someone might be
Around. Watching. So,
My
my vision's no good, so it's up to you.
Okay.
It's just like it's going to glue.
But then also we
trap
need to-
thing. You're not really.
Good idea. Can you help me lift up Rylan, and we're going to stick him onto the dinosaur?
Okay. I pick up Rylan and stick him on Clementine.
So you're lifting it. Okay, you're putting him up onto Valentine.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
just going like,
Yep.
I got time down.
Yep.
not even like in a good. Actually, I'm going to put him like.
So
near
to
the genital
do
area,
that,
down the bottom.
to do that, you're going to remove the glue stuff off him because he can't technically move like that. He's kind of stuck magically.
No, I'm going to use the glue and stick him to Clementine.
Okay, so you're going to use another charge to stick in there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're removing it from the first one and sticking his body to Clementine, right?
No, because I can't remove it via magic.
Yeah.
It can only be removed with like alcohol or something like that.
Okay. How are you going to remove it then?
No, I don't need to remove it.
Okay.
Like all we're doing is just lifting him up and then sticking
Lifting
him
the
to
whole globule up and sticking him to the
He's not stuck
But-
to the. He's not stuck to the ground.
How? Well, what was it doing then?
Because all it says is it just covers him in a viscous like material.
Yeah.
And he's technically restrained for an hour.
Okay, yeah, so he's restrained. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, he's restrained by this thing, which I guess would mean holding him.
It's like
but not
ammo,
stuck.
like being
Okay,
stuck.
cool. Yeah, you can stick him on there if you want. Yep, that's
I'm
fine.
just going to stick him onto like the side so he's like a subwoofer.
Yeah,
Would you get my
So you
Oh my God.
are essentially gluing the halfling to the side of a Tyrannosaurus. That's
Yep.
what you're telling me you're doing.
Yep. And
Where's
Okay,
my-
viewers, they're sticking him to the side.
Where's
of
my
a
Pit
Tyrannosaurus.
Marai guy?
I'm gonna like pat Clementine a bit and put a rope around her neck so she doesn't like run off.
Okay, cool. So as you pat Clementine and chuck the rope around it, I want you to make an animal handling check.
Yeah,
shit. You get eaten by the dinosaur.
3.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
As you do that and you sort of get around it, the rope sort of like goes all around her neck, but slaps her in the side of the face, and she turns to you and just roars like visibly upset. With
Yeah, I just kind of like stand as a cold foot and just kind of like wipe it off my face, like not into it, and like backing her down a little bit.
As you do that shit, you can just hear like that like, you know how they growl, like that
Yeah.
really deep sort of Tyrannosaurus growl.
I like stomp my foot a bit and like point down to the ground, like getting real mad.
Give me another animal handling check.
Ah, shit.
2.
It is a 2.
Really?
It's a 2.
Oh, shit.
And she comes like her face right down towards you and comes about this close to you
Yeah,
and stares right into your eyes.
and then throws a rope around her neck again.
You just hear the real low growl, just like she's like, "Watch it, bitch! Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up."
I'm just
Like-
death staring at her the whole time.
Like, I'm in the room. Can I just be like trying to pat her on the back?
One of these days.
You can try and pat her on the back if you like.
Attempting.
Give me an animal handling check.
Do I get my advantage?
Do you have advantage in animal
Yes.
handling? Yes, you do then.
Okay, sweet.
So I get
16.
spooky advantage.
16.
As you do that while you're rubbing her on the neck, you see her just like start to shrug while he's trying to put the rope on, and you see like this sort of cold sweat just falling on her neck because she sees that you obviously cooled her down when you touched her as well.
Yeah, settle. Hey, settle. Scratch her on the chin a little bit.
You want to give me another animal handling
Oh,
check?
God damn
Last warning!
it! 10.
Could you stop touching the animal?
And as
Stop playing with the dinosaur.
as you do that, Clementine sort of just shakes her head and she's all right with this, and she starts to straighten up, and she's less likely to bite you at this
Hey,
point.
I've got a really good idea. I'm 0 animal handling. I'm going to touch an animal and see what
Hey,
times.
it's more fun. Alright,
Cool.
you're gonna go into.
Yeah. So after you've stuck into the side of Clementine, we're going to have a look at what's happening down in Thorn's Ghost World.
Hey, how's it going? It's your boy.
So we're back down in the
Yep.
for you. We're back down in the lava-filled sort of area. The grotto, what we could call it, the lava-filled grotto.
Yeah. Since reacting to noticing that it is a split face of myself, and but I'm going to put my hand on my side of its face.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when I touch it, basically coming to terms like, is this real or is this fake?
Yeah. Cool. So as you touch your side of the sort of the part of the skin that looks like your side of the face,
Yeah.
you notice that instead of going through the face, your hand goes sort of into it, like, and you start sort of becoming part of it.
Okay.
You've only currently got your hand inside, and you can see that your hand's kind of gone inside the face, and the being that's standing there starts to sort of like shrug, like he's getting a bit cold on his face, and he starts like rubbing his face.
I'm going to put my. I should be long enough it is. I'm going to put my other hand on the other side where the demon's face is.
Okay.
Do I have the same effect on that as well, or is it?
As you put your hand on the other side of that face, it sort of just flicks through like it's hollow.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely physically there, but you don't have any effect over that side of the
Yeah,
the
so
beam.
I'm bound to one spot. I'm going to. Oh, fuck. Yep. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go inside my face.
You're gonna go in the face.
In my side of the face.
Okay. So as you start to sort of slide your way into this being inside the sort of the Goliath side of this body, you start feeling like you're becoming whole again. Like you feel like you are inside a physical body again,
Yep.
and you're able to start moving the appendages and your arms physically and everything like that. But you don't feel completely in control of your mind.
Okay.
So you feel like you've got like 50-50 control of your mind, and at any point there's another part of you that's
I'm battling.
yeah, there's another part of you now that is also in control of this body.
I'm battling. Whereabouts am I now? Am I in front of the forge still?
You're still in front of the forge. Lying in front of you is that sword on top of the crafting table.
Yeah.
It's still looking like it's glowing hot, and right now you're holding one of the smithing hammers, and in the other hand you've got a giant sort of towel and a bucket of water that you're sort of dipping it in.
Hammer on my side?
Hammer on right side, on right hand. Yep. Right
How's
hand.
the sword looking like in terms of...
Oh, the sword's looking like it's about 80% complete. Like it still needs work. Yeah.
I'm just going to, with my side,
Yep.
kind of ding to continue hitting
Yep.
the smith.
Yep.
The
sword?
The sword.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you lift your arm up and sort of swing down towards the sword, I need you to give me a dex check. Actually, no, let's give me an intelligence check, because it's probably not one of those times where you probably haven't actually crafted many things before. You've crafted some things, but probably aren't totally adept with it. So give me an intelligence check to see how well you go with this swing.
13.
Yeah. So yeah, as you sort of come down, you realise you've got a bit of a knack for this. It's something that maybe you could have done this in a pastime, and you sort of you might not be perfect at it, but you're definitely making progress on this sword.
As I'm kind of hammering, I accidentally create some edges in the blade.
Yep.
Part of my wielding of it.
So you're creating some edges or some
So you know
cuts
how
in?
you got the blade like that? I'm
Yep.
kind of accidentally creating like as my sword
Like make it
is,
a little more jagged.
yeah, as my
Yep.
sword is in
Yep.
my world,
Yep.
similar design, as in
Yep.
I am crafting my own sword.
Okay, sure.
in past
Give
tense.
me a history check with an advantage to just make sure you get a clear idea in your mind about exactly what your sword would look like.
Cool. Sweet. Advantage? History. Straight 15.
Shall I finish? Yeah. So thinking back, you've got a very clear picture in your mind about what your old sword would look like, and yeah, you're going very well at making an almost identical replica, and you've started to notice that this steel is feeling very well balanced, and that it feels like it's actually come from the same place your original sword came from.
Yeah. There's my sword. How is the other side of my body reacting to these changes?
So the other side of your body and sort of your mind, you can't really see into. So you can't really feel how it's sort of like it's just helping away. Like it's like definitely both sides of your body are working together, but you can't really tell what it's thinking because it's kind of a split personality in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fog of war. Pretty much.
Yeah. You feel pretty comfortable with what you're doing though, but you don't know if the other side does. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Make sure that's pending. I'm going to grab the tilt of the sword, also the handle,
Yep.
and I'm going to try and now fully connect it to
Okay.
the end of the sword to complete the sword.
Okay. Yep. So as you sort of go to pick up the extra cut of the sword and you're trying to connect it on and you start trying to bandage it together to try and keep it solid. As you go to do that, you notice your other hand sort of like pulls it away and looks at it and sort of throws that bit into the lava and picks up a brand new piece of leather and starts crafting a brand new one. Like your other side of your body was not happy with the level of quality that other bit was, and he's just thrown it away and started again. He's like, fuck it, start again. And
Damn developers 101.
yeah. So you can start to feel that maybe this means something to the other side of your personality at this point. That the other side is starting to feel that, wow, yes, I need to make this sword perfect for whatever reason he was crafting it.
I'm going to use my half of the body to assist him
Yep.
into doing this as kind of repayment for him not fucking up my sword.
Cool. So as that sort of happens, yeah, you see him start picking up a new bit of leather, and he starts to sort of tie it around like a bit of wooden downs to start sort of making the shape, and you see him sort of melting down some kind of wax that's going into that. You're not really sure what it is. He's sort of melting that down. He starts crafting it intricately, and then he places it on and starts bandaging, and he gets you to help start bandaging. And as you lift up the sword, you're about 99% sure that it is very, very, very close to what you originally had. It's currently still got some of the slots that the gems need to go into, but it's pretty ready to go sword.
Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm left controlled, correct?
You can control a lot of the body, but you sometimes lose control of
Perfect.
different aspects. Like he could probably control your left hand side if you really wanted to.
Yeah. I'm pretty much going to do every classic movie make weapon scene and kind of put the sword up near my face, and then I'm going to practice some swing maneuvers to see the balance of the sword, similar to what I have practiced and shown off earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So doing that, it feels pretty standard. Give me a dex check to see like how balanced it feels.
Dex?
Yep.
12.
Yeah. So doing it, you're feeling very natural with this. Like to you, this is oh wow, this is the first time you felt this good since you were last holding a weapon of such stature.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, so as that's happening, you notice how your body's starting to step and start walking away from the altar. It's put down the sword and started walking away from the altar.
Yep.
It's like the other side of you is taking control and starting to walk around.
Okay, whereabouts is it taking me?
He's starting to walk out of the grove, and you see a
Thank you, Shift Rex, for the Shift
Shift-
Rex.
thanks for
For
the
the
follow.
Thank you.
You learn about me making my sword.
Yeah, so as you sort of do that, as he sort of keeps walking, you notice that there's a doorway that he walks over to. It's a big wooden door. It's not well crafted, like it's just sort of planks that is probably been put there by him, put together on a very basic like log and twine hinge. Like it's very crap,
Yep.
as you'd expect. And he's a swordsmith, not a carpenter. And as he sort of opens that door, it sort of opens up to a room that looks potentially like a sort of a bedroom or a living quarters, and you see him sort of start to walk in there and lie down, and it looks like he wants to take a rest now that he's completed the first phase of whatever he was trying to do.
Cool. Am I possible to leave my body?
You can try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can do a. Let's do a religion check to see if you can split back away from the body.
Just 12.
Yeah. So look, as you start to sort of try and sort of pull away from the body, you feel a little bit enclosed. You manage to get like bits and pieces of you. Sort of, you can feel you're trying to leave your body again, but given that it's not really near-death experience this time, you're not getting as close as you'd expect. You can't really leave it. You feel like you can, but you kind of just like dream. You're in sort of the dream state right now.
Yeah. Like half awake.
Yeah.
When I notice that he is asleep,
Yep.
can I try and take over the body?
Yeah. You can absolutely try and take away over the body, but given he's asleep, this might be ill-advised. But you can always do it. It's part of your body now, I guess. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not notice.
yeah, you might not notice.
Yeah. Maybe I might
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Having a nap.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. What do you want to do? You want to just take over his body? What do you want to do with his body?
I pretty much want to get up.
Steve's got a big one.
I'm pretty much going to get up, go back to the sword,
Yeah.
shift the sword, as in,
Like sheath it. Yep.
yep, and I'll try and find an exit.
Okay. So getting the body to sort of stand up from its slumber, you just like your head starts sort of shaking, like you can feel that the other side of the mind that doesn't realize you're currently there is like, what the hell, why can't I sleep? And just like starting to just sort of trot around. And as you start sort of trying to leave the room, you go to reach the door, you open it, the other side of your body sort of gets it and closes the door again. It's like, he's just like, what am I doing? And he tries to walk back to his bed again. But you basically start to really feel that you're like a passenger in this person's body. You're not exactly fully in control.
I'm going to attempt to talk. Is there a mirror in this room?
Yeah, there's a mirror in the room.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to force my body over to a mirror.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attempt to talk to the body as if it's the mirror talking to him. Kind of like, like the classic horror
Yeah,
things.
you can okay, tell me what you want to say to the mirror.
Fuck. Trying to work out the way I don't get killed.
You get killed every way.
Yeah, it's true. What is your name? And as I say that, I'm going to try and kind of push my face out a little bit, like my ghostly face, to kind of give that effect of like there's more than one person in this body at the point. The whole like horror film spooky shit.
So as you do that as your ghostly face pushes out a little bit, it's not visible, that part still. So it's still not, you can't physically interact with.
Not strong enough yet.
Yeah, not strong enough yet. But as you're saying that, the lips are moving and it's coming out of that body, and he's saying that to himself. He's like, he's just like shrugging, like, why am I asking myself this? You're confusing this guy.
And I grab any part of the body I can and I punch the wall in front, and I go, answer me.
So as you do that, you punch. He's like, answer me. And he's like, what? And he's just still confused. And he looks at his knuckles and they're sort of starting to bleed. He's just like, he feels like he's going nuts. And he's shaking his head. He goes over to this sink, this basin he's got there, and sort of just gets a bunch of water and just starts splashing
his face. As he gets the water,
yeah,
I'm going to grab his hands and throw the water away.
Right.
Answer me!
Give me a strength check to see if your strength would be enough to pull his arms the other way, because he's also got a strength. He's doing the same thing.
10.
Okay. So as you sort of do that, one of his hands flings away, the other one splashes him in the face with water. He's still just looking at himself dumbfounded. He's like, he just seems just like, fuck this, and he walks straight over to this cabinet, and he just opens it up,
Yep.
and just in there are just various different vials and potions and alcohols and everything. This looks like his drug cabinet, and he just reaches in there and just gets a ton of it, and you just see him walk over to the bowl in the corner and just start tipping it all in his bowl, and he just starts drinking it all.
You're going to party!
And as that happens, you even start to feel that the body that you're in is starting to be under a bit of a weird bit of a trip, and you start to lose a bit of consciousness, and and the last thing you see is the body just falling forward and landing straight onto the floor.
Okay.
So currently, yeah, your body's pretty much KO'd. Yeah, so he's passed out. So while he's recovering from that, we're going to go back and see what you guys are currently
We're
doing.
going to have a short rest, and I was going to, during that short rest, continue to read the Rasnisi Book of Religion and see what else I can kind of find out
Okay.
information-wise.
Yeah, so this religious text that you're reading has just various jungle rituals and cult-like things that you now feel are pretty natural to you.
Great.
But at the same time, based on past experiences, you can tell that they are not not as they seem. You can see that there's something a little bit fishy about them. You're not completely blinded to it at
Can
this
I
point.
reject this religion at all?
Look, you can try, but I feel like it's one of those things that when you've recently sort of been part of the religion, you've recently consumed that meat, it's the strongest in you that it sort of is at this point, and to reject it would be pretty difficult at this point. But you can always try, if you want to try and make a religious check with disadvantage, you can try and shrug it off pretty early.
I just want to feel like this religion is bullshit. And I don't want to be a part of it.
Okay.
So religion check with disadvantage is a 3.
Yeah. So as you start to say that, you're like, oh, feels like bullshit. Feels like I don't want to be part of this. But in deep down, you're like, why am I saying this? This is a great thing. And you've convinced yourself a little more that maybe you want to see a little bit more about what they have to offer in this strange and interesting religion.
Anything else useful within the text?
So inside the text, it has various different recipes to prepare different flesh.
Great.
For different occasions.
It's
Cookbook.
yeah. Who's that?
Hannibal Lecter.
Gordon Ramsay.
No, I was going to.
Huey's cooking.
John.
Huey's cooking.
Huey's human cooking book.
No, we've actually meat.
Where do you see your kid dice in D&D Beyond?
Tap short rest. Tap your name,
Yeah, sure.
and then short rest, and it tells you hit die.
So you're having that short rest, by the way.
Yeah.
So during that, Rinlin, you would have regained some hit points there.
Also, the goop disintegrates at the end of the
So I
hour.
regained what, like 1 hit point?
Yeah, you would have regained a hit point.
2.
Yeah, unless any of them have gone to heal you or anything.
What are the hit dice?
Yeah.
And your
Motherfucker.
soul is
Except for I
gone
said
back
I
into
rolled
you.
I used 4 of them, or 2, 2, and a 3.
Oh, hey, guys, I'm back. That was insane.
What happened?
3 2s in a row.
Yeah, my hit die is a D8, and I rolled 4 of them, and I rolled a 2, 2, and a 3.
How'd we get here? We were in that room before.
We took Clementine. Well, we kind of weighed you down a bit, and then gooped you to Clementine.
That explains the sticky mess all over me.
There's not really much. It's more on the floor, but sure. Don't unplug the camera.
She's
dreaming.
Yeah, what did you see? I was reading the text, and it says you were trying to have an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, well, from what I read, it said to achieve the next state in this religion, the Nebraska Sea, I needed to have an out-of-body experience, and to do that, the easiest way was to have a near-death experience,
You're a fucking moron.
and it worked.
You could have died.
I didn't. I told you, I can't die.
You were this close.
Where am I now? Am I dead?
Because
I'm
of
here.
us. You're
I'm
alive
here.
because of us.
You're alive. I'm alive because of me.
If you killed yourself and we had not been here to conscious your body and stopped the bleeding, there wouldn't have been no one left to heal you. Outside your form, outside anything else, your physical form would have been dead. Then and there.
Rasta C wouldn't let me die.
Rasta C's not here.
Oh, he is.
I can feel it, but he's not here. I can
He
see the bullshit and he's not here.
He is.
Where?
He is in all of us.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's-
not him, because he doesn't eat meat, but he's in the rest of us.
I don't see him. I don't understand faith. I don't get religion.
You haven't been.
It
around
confuses
long enough.
me.
You need to have faith.
I need books. I need things that I can physically see and know that happen.
You just saw me come back to life.
Because of us. Not because of religion.
Did that just happened.
We heal every night. Like, it's just... I'm having a hard time dealing with this religion thing. I've never dealt well with religious figures, or... It doesn't sit easy with me.
Look, it's never going to be an easy thing to just adopt a religion, but without something to believe in, what's the point?
I believe in books. I believe in knowledge.
Where does that get you?
More power.
So does religion.
In false power.
That is definitely not true. Do I feel any different now that I'm back in my body? You said I had like more bodily juices.
More bodily juices.
Turn Super Saiyan.
Is that why you're all sticky?
No, when you've come back into your body, looking around, it's now appearing like it was when you were having your out of body experience. You no longer see all of the random stuff. You're no longer under the control of that jungle curse.
You know how I know religion helps?
How's that?
What do you see right now?
I see this room in its pristine state.
I see what this room really is. It's not pristine.
It's because I got a jungle curse still on me. Someone cast the jungle curse.
Religion healed me like this.
No. Look, it says in the text, and I flick through to the jungle text curse spell. Look, it says right here, someone cast this spell on us. Within a short distance. They still could
who
be
do you
here.
think put the spell on you?
Someone who knows the magic of this text and of this religion.
Maybe it was Rastasine. He wanted you to see what it could be like when you ascend to the next level.
But it's just illusions. It's just more shit.
Wait till
It's fake.
when you hit a level 2 religion.
We got our scheme like this, right? You're down here, I'm up here.
That's it. Rastasine, me,
You,
everyone else, you. Right?
The next
Climb that
cool
pyramid, then you will see what I have been talking about.
for a low price of $29.95 for a month.
Well, I still believe there's someone here casting this bullshit on us that we can find.
Well, let me just see about that. I'm going to try and talk the rest to see.
Jesus. Okay. Sure, go for it.
Rasmussen, it's Rinlin. Can y'all hear me?
I'm going through a tunnel at the moment.
Vinland, it's been a long time since I heard from you.
It has been a while.
Yes.
We have gone all over Chult. We ended up in what I believe is your temple.
My temple.
It looks like a temple. It's south of Kursabal.
In the wastelands.
That'll be the one.
I haven't been there for years.
It's
Hundreds of years.
it's showing.
Wait, I didn't even know that place still stood.
It's on the back of this giant turtle.
Are the turtles still alive?
Not really. I mean, I guess everything kind of doesn't
What?
die if you look at it.
What
in
does it
certain
look like
ways.
down there? Is it
It's-
still the same?
It doesn't look good.
Ah,
It looks
well,
very decrepit around here.
I'm up currently near Port Nyanzaru trying to recruit new followers as they leave the city. It's
Oh no.
hasn't been easy. They haven't let's just say they're not very receptive to me anymore up here.
Well, I managed to recruit a new follower.
Oh, did you? Well done.
I tried it. It worked. I
You've
gave him
pleased
some
me.
meat.
You've pleased me.
I gave him some meat and I think he has the hunger now, which is good. Which is good.
Fantastic. What is his name?
Now his name's Billy.
Oh, that young goat-looking friend you had.
Yeah, he looks a bit like a goat if you stir it on the right angle and hop on one foot.
Yes, I do remember him. Yes.
Yeah. Now the only problem is he's having doubts. He doesn't believe the religion will help him.
That's something the religion will save him from.
He hasn't had the same out-of-body experience that I had.
You had an out-of-body experience.
It was weird. I died,
Yeah.
and then I came back, and then I died, and then I saw another spirit pop out of my body,
Oh.
and then we joined, and now I'm back alive again.
Well, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Not everyone's capable of getting back to their body afterwards. It kind of doesn't say that in the fine print. We don't write it in the books because otherwise less people would try, you know.
Well, that's exactly right. But main reason I have some questions for you. When I first came here, my mark, it started glowing,
Yes.
and all of a sudden everything here looks brand new again.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
There's probably something down there causing that. That definitely isn't me.
It's not. All right. Y'all don't know what it could be.
I
this-
haven't
I'm
been down
reading
there
this
for hundreds
book,
of
it-
years. I could not tell you what it is.
Okay, that's weird. That's
But
weird.
the last I left it, I left it myself there. Like after I left, there was just some followers I left behind to ensure that the place was well protected. And I mean, they might be protecting it with spells. Who knows? At this stage, I'm unsure.
That would make sense, because who else would know what this place looked like hundreds of years ago?
Well, yes, that's a good point. That could be them, and they may have passed it along for generations, waiting for me to return.
That makes sense. All right. Well, I'll be in touch.
Go.
Well, Rasta C seems to think it may be some followers of him that are actually meant to be protecting this temple that could be causing these changes in our heads. What y'all had.
Do you reckon it's the same ones that were throwing the goop in at the start?
Could be
The ones that died in my vine?
Maybe we go find them.
That's the thing. Did they know that we were in touch with Rasta C?
Well, I tried, but I accidentally did the symbol upside down.
Well, why didn't you just tell me to pull this off?
You had it off.
If you
I
whisper,
keep
just
it
go
calm all
along.
the time.
if you whisper enough, the chat won't hear us.
Yeah.
Chat knows you're whispering.
ASMR chat.
All right. Well,
Well, 4 of them are dead. 6 of them are dead.
that's it. There might be some more around.
Maybe we go see if we can find them.
That's it.
Start
And
looking.
where? By the way, where is Thorn? Wasn't he just outside? We went outside just before, and he's not here.
I haven't seen him.
Maybe he's hiding from the zombies.
Maybe the other,
We
maybe the
have a
other Rasmussen people took him.
Can I have a check to see if I can see if he's come in here?
Mhm.
Like check footprints or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check to see if there's any sort of newer footprints on the ground, or if there's any sort of dust that's moved that looks like it's from larger footprints, I guess.
10.
10. Looking around, you do actually happen to see some sort of dust shapes in the footprint, or footprint shapes in the dust that are larger footprints that aren't Kuras, because you can tell because Kuras not wearing shoes, but these other
Do
ones.
they happen to have Rin outlined in them?
Oh.
Remember when I scratched into his boot?
You can see a very
Everyone's
you can see
Yeah,
a
no.
very you can see a very faint look of the word Rin in the boot.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Thorn's been in here.
But where is he?
I don't know. Look at these footprints. They're leading this way.
Can I track these footprints?
Yeah. Give me some
Follow
level
me
check.
to the empty pits.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hey, your dice have been shit today. He just gets conflicted. Was that shit as well?
I don't know. Yeah, that was a 4.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah,
Don't worry about it.
attempting to follow it.
What do you say? Survival.
Survival. Someone can give him some help to follow them if you'd like to give help.
Yeah, I'll give him. Hey, do you wanna help? I got a pretty keen eye. If you wanna help me look for them.
Alright. Trying the new area of the bed.
Yeah.
I have advantage on survival. +5.
Are you rolling or am I rolling?
That one.
Oh fuck!
Did you roll on that one? A natty?
13.
13.
13.
All right. So as you sort of both start to try and follow these footprints, you follow them pretty easily. There's not a lot of sort of disruption to them. That like it hasn't been very long since they were placed. And as you walk further through the temple towards the back, you notice just before that door that you guys came out of with the goo, you see the footprints end right at the point where a large hole is sort of formed in the ground.
Hey,
And
guys.
you can see down, it's into that pit that you saw earlier.
Guys, I think he fell down here.
Oh,
The footprints end here.
I stick my head down the hole and have a look.
Alright, so
Down the hole.
looking down the hole, you once
Now
again
that's how we need.
looking down the hole,
This is Sparta.
you once again
This is Rusty.
see an incredibly deep pit, and you can't see the bottom of it.
Okay.
You don't see anybody down there. You don't see anything down there.
Thorn!
Thorn would not hear you.
Thorn!
Yes. hey, don't y'all have that
Yeah,
that talky thing?
I'll try and message.
Telekinesis.
So I point down the hole and yell Thorn again.
Yep.
But it's only good for 120 feet. So.
Okay, so when you do that, you try and telekinetically message him, and once again, it's just not long enough
Look,
in range to get there.
He could be down there, passed out, or unconscious, but dead, or beyond the range.
This could be one of those moments
What moments?
you need to have.
Faith. You first. How many lengths of rope do we have? We're gonna lower you down, Faith boy.
I don't think there's gonna be enough rope for that.
Well, I got 50,
I got 50.
100.
I got 50. But
So we can get you down 150 feet.
yeah, well,
Don't you tend
normally
to
y'all can
bird?
see down 150 feet.
I pull I get like a small rock or something, and drop the rock down the hole.
I'm gonna light a torch and I'm gonna drop a
Oh,
torch.
that's a much better idea.
I was gonna see how many torches I have. I'm like, if I got one, I'm not wasting it.
Go rock! Go banana!
Do you want to drop the rock first? Do you want to do that?
I'm gonna drop the rock.
Boom! How about this?
I'm just like,
Alright, so as your rock goes falling, you're able to view it for about as far as you can see it, and it gets too far that it becomes too small and you no longer see it.
yeah, but I don't hear it hit the ground.
No, you can't hit the ground.
Okay. The torch, however.
Sets my body on fire,
And as the torch goes down, you once again you see that flying down. You see the light going down for 100, 200, nearly 300 feet, and then you can no longer really see any further. You don't hear it hit the ground, but you see the torch, like the light dims away and sort of disappears over time.
If he's gone out here, he's highly likely he's dead.
So is that it?
What are you
Wait,
asking me for?
That's where the footprints stop. I mean, if any of us
If
fell down
he's-
there, I mean, except me, we'd probably die.
He's definitely dead. Well, if you just said if anyone else other than you fell down there, they'd probably die. Do you have any faith in that theory?
Well, is there any edges to it?
Are there any
Is
edges?
it like a well sort of thing? or
Yeah,
is
so
it
think if you sort of put your head down there and looked around, you would see sort of 200 feet that way, 200 feet that way, 200 feet each way, and then just be like sheer cliff on each side, hole straight down. So it's a big sort of circular hole that's in the ground, like a sinkhole. Yeah.
Can't you bird form it down there or something?
Oh, on top of a turtle?
Yeah, the turtles are on the corners of the temple. There's 4 turtles, and they're sort of perched up on the outside of this hole. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's called the sinkhole.
Yeah.
No, normally I just turn into a bird, but I'm feeling a bit weak.
Yeah, I'm feeling that as well. Shit. We gotta know. We're gonna know if he's dead or not.
I think there's no way anyone could survive that fall.
We say our prayers for young Thorn. You guys wanna like light a candle for him and do a little.
I already need a torch.
I'm not wasting anymore.
Thanks, man. It means a lot.
So you guys want to just leave him here, or what are your
Well,
thoughts?
maybe if we find who's causing this charm, maybe we might find some answers.
Alright, well. He was a good guy, sort of. But, you know, I preferred Horn personally. We've been through some times, and
I tried to eat him
good,
that one
bad.
time.
I think what really disappoints me the most is we're never going to be able to taste that sweet, sweet flesh. And then I grab out of my bag, I pull out a thing of gunpowder,
Yeah.
and then I spray it over the air as it drops down,
Yeah.
and then I light it with Druidcraft.
All right.
And it goes off with a bang.
Yeah.
And alright,
Misha.
that's it, boys. On to Nangalore.
Thorn was the first friend I made within this group. Took me in, he was a kind and gentle soul. And I cast Minor Illusion and just do like a little bust of his head.
Yep.
It's kind of like,
So you cast a little. You show his head and his chest. Yeah. Okay.
there's a little bust.
Yeah.
And he's like, good night, sweet prince, and then just drop him down the hole.
And you drop the illusion down the hole as well.
You have to mentally make the illusion go down the hole, so like you've dropped it, it's like you move your hand and it just stays there. Like,
Yeah. It goes down slowly.
All right. So yeah, as that all sort of as it all goes down and you see the sort of smoke starting to clear from the gunpowder, and you could smell sort of smoke coming up from various things that are burning at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But from what you can tell, you can't see anything because it's very deep.
I write a message on a bit of parchment that I have,
Yeah.
and I say, I write there, arrested Pace Thorn.
Yeah.
We are heading to
Nagasaki.
Nangalore.
Nangalore. Thank
Nangalore
you.
bust.
Yeah.
We are heading to Nangalore.
Okay.
And I set that up with like a little makeshift cross in front of the hole.
Okay. So you write that in and you sort of drop the parchment down.
No. I've kind of pinned it over the cross, which is in front of the hole,
Oh, you're just leaving that at the top of the
as
hole.
like a little effigy.
Okay. All right.
In case he somehow survives.
Yes, pretty much.
All right. So you've left a little effigy in a note, and you're deciding to leave. It's probably now about 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So looking outside, you would notice that the zombies have gone back into the pools from that they normally go to at night time. And looking around, it looks pretty clear right now. If you were to leave.
Maybe it's probably a good time to leave now.
And then there was 3.
That sounds like a good idea.
We will be remembered.
Maybe just as a precaution, I'm gonna activate find the path spell,
Yeah.
and then
He takes through it.
use the pen. And alright, I know the quickest way to get to Nangalore.
You lead the way.
Just to be on the safe side, we best stick close to me.
Alright. I get
like
my
that.
staff.
Never mind, go, you go.
Mine's cost free. If you're activating what I think you're about to activate.
I haven't used any yet.
But that's good.
What are y'all doing?
I don't think you've seen this one before. I grab my staff, and I do that familiar like blowing into the head of it, and this blackish aura just kind of comes out, and we all have passed without a trace.
Alright, sounds good. While we do that, I'm going to use... What's that? I'm going to use a second level... What was that last one? 16, 5.6. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a. Alright, I'm gonna cast a healing spirit in
Yep.
front of us.
Yep.
If anyone needs heal, jump in here for a few seconds,
Oh,
jump back
okay.
out, and just keep doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
So basically, we get 10d6 because it lasts for 1 minute.
Yep.
As long as you hop out every 6 seconds,
Yep.
you can use it again.
So how many
Sure.
you get?
10d6 essentially.
Could we just say it essentially just heals us if we're doing this
That's
multiple
11,
times?
14.
Yeah. Yeah. Just do it. Do it. How many times you reckon you can jump out in and out in a minute? I
So
guess.
you get 10d6 per.
Well,
in
either
and
way,
out.
it's going to make you full health no matter
Yeah.
what.
10d6 will get you there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Unless you roll 10 once,
I think it's just easy
which
to
will give you
say
10 health.
everyone's at full health.
Yeah. Everyone can be at full.
Motherfucker, more.
Yay!
Not you. You are not there.
Oh look, there you go.
Healing
10d6.
spirit is very good.
You just want to roll 10d6s.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know how bad I rolled to roll that
I love if you just rolled once.
that
Like,
level
fuck.
10 fireball.
Two.
was?
That would have been a lot of damage.
Two.
I worked it out. It was like 7.
3.
7 d10s.
No, it's 15d6.
It's not too bad.
Like, that would have been great.
Okay.
We're just saying
Yeah.
everyone's at full health.
20.
What?
Well, if you're jumping in and out of that thing multiple
30.
times.
You only get it on the first time of your turn. So
30.
essentially, first time every 6 seconds. So the
Yeah,
most you
within
can get would be 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10d6.
30.
Is that a total 10d6 if you do it 10 times?
Yes.
Or, oh, okay. So
That's
I
what
thought
you
it was
roll.
like 10d6 every time.
No.
No, roll.
That'd be OP as
Then I'll
fuck.
definitely fucking roll.
Yeah, do you want
30.
10d6?
No.
40.
That's right, 10d6.
41.
40.
Right, so while you guys are calculating health,
So I was
I'm going to go back and have a look at
Full health.
Thorny Boy.
The real question is, will you ever figure out how to get out of this 7 areas?
So,
anyway.
While you're there, you
20
you
more
start regaining a little bit of consciousness, and you're super groggy. But right now, your mind is a little bit more in control than the body is.
Since I'm more in control, can I try and peer through the fog of war on the other side of my split personality?
You can try. In order to do that, you need to give me an insight check.
Yeah. That's a 5.
Yeah.
That's a
So
5 copper.
so trying to sort of see and hear and think what the other side of your sort of current persona is feeling and seeing and thinking is not something you're able to do at this point. So trying it, you're just like you're thinking really hard, but it's just like a wall. Like there's definitely something there that is sort of preventing you from making that full crossover into the other side.
It's one of those things where in your head you think it's just going to be this way, but you don't know what's going to be. I mean, back up towards the mirror. What does the other half of my body look like, facial wise?
Looks half asleep because you've just woken up and you're pretty groggy. Although it's looking quite demonic. In
Is it a very recognizable demonic face?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you do recognise the face, and sort of as you start sort of regaining composure and you start feeling a little bit less groggy, you notice the rest of your sort of body starts taking over again.
Yeah.
And you notice you walk back over to the mirror, and looking into the mirror, you see the body, because you're obviously not preventing it right now. You see the body sort of raise its hands and puts it towards its face, and then just sort of wipes down its face with its eyes closed, and then it opens its eyes again. And then what you're looking at in the mirror is a full demonic form of the original demon that happened to take and kill your wife.
Yeah.
You're now currently residing inside of him.
Yeah.
And as he's done that and he's taken on that appearance, he turns around and walks straight towards the doorway in order to walk back out to the sort of the crafting grotto. He opens the doorway, walks out and picks up the sword, and walks straight out. And you see him sort of walk back to almost where you originally came in to this area. And he walks past there, and you start to see light at the end of a long tunnel. he walks further and further, and you're seeing all of this happen. And as he walks to the end of that tunnel, it opens up, and you can see he's looking out over the jungles of Chult, and he's currently sort of standing on the side of this mountain. On the side of the mountain is on the side of an active volcano, and you can see out in front of him. He's able to see the ruins of a city off in the distance.
Does the city look recognizable?
It's not one you've been to before.
Okay.
It's quite a large city, and you can see gargoyles flying in and out of that city.
Of course. But if I recall, that was west of Kursabol, because the Baxi bitch told us.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, fuck. How do we get out of this one? Yeah, I know, it's one of those things.
You're gonna die for the second time this episode.
As he's looking over, he's looking at a lot of things, and in the very far distance, you can see, because he's quite high up, you can see the cliff of Kursabal, like way off in the distance. You can't really make out anything on the side. You can't see the monastery or anything. It's very far away, but you can also see a part of the jungle that is currently a wasteland, and you could only assume that's
where we were.
That's where you were recently.
Can I try and...
It looks if you were to walk currently in this body, you feel like that would take you 10-15 days to walk there.
How do I get out of this?
Jump off the cliff.
Well, I have no control of the body.
Try.
Well, you might, but it's just right now he's got pretty much full control, and he's just doing things, and you're a passenger.
I'm going to try and force my way out of the body.
Okay. So as you try and start to sort of force you out of the body, at this point you feel even more trapped. You're starting to become more and more a part of this being, and
Here's your new character sheet.
and you're getting this sort of overwhelming feeling that you don't belong here. Like your spirit's starting to feel a little bit trapped and actually threatened being part of this being.
I'm going to... I don't know if it's physically possible, but knowing who it is, I'm going to basically build up my entire anger inside of me.
Yeah.
Basically, semi-going supernova.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attempt to do a level 3 inflict wounds on the inside, trying to burst my way out.
He's trying to do a black hole inside himself.
Pretty much,
I mean, this is something.
Just swallowed me, boy.
This is something I've never seen anyone try to do. Right. Let's give me a religion check to see first if it will be possible, and then you can give it a crack if it happens to be possible.
This is the one time my religion check is going to be very bad.
Yep.
And it was very bad. It was a 2.
So
Advantage! 9.
As you try to cast it, you feel a little bit almost happening, but it's a bit of a fizzle. Doesn't happen well this time.
He loses a chest hair.
You go.
All I'm imagining is the demon is doing this Thanos moment, just chilling, just on his cornfield.
And at this point, you see him start to sort of walk over, sort of to his right, closer to the edge, which is a little bit higher up, so he can get a better viewpoint over the whole sort of southern side of the jungle. And you see him sort of just walk up to what looks to be a stone sort of platform that he's turned into sort of a chair. He's made it himself, and he just sits down and just looks out over the jungle, and it looks like he's trying to plan what he wants to do for the day.
Yeah. I just don't know what the fuck to do. Can I go at his ass?
Are you literally trying to Ant-Man out Thanos?
I was waiting for James to drink.
Let me win!
I'm basically just gonna like try and scream inside his body, like, release me. I know who you are. I know where you are. I'm coming for you.
Okay. So as you do that, you see him sort of stand up from his chair. And he's just like, "Release me! Let me out!" And he just starts just not understanding why he's saying it. He's just yelling it out over the entire jungle, and you're just seeing like random like bird flocks and stuff just flying out from the trees, and you see sort of Brachiosaurus heads just like popping up and looking around, and you even see like you've caused like tiny stampedes of like small triceratopses running and everything, and there's just a lot of stuff that's going on in front of you, and he's got a very powerful voice up on top of this hill.
I'm not gonna make him say this, but I want him to say, "I am a big doo-doo brain."
He doesn't say it.
I am so dumb.
But yeah, as that happens, he sort of starts to calm himself down again, and still doesn't understand why this is happening, and you see him start sort of walking over to like a path, and he starts walking down the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
As he walks down the mountain, it takes him a good about an hour to descend this thing. It's quite a high mountain, and he gets to the base, and he comes across this little encampment. And this encampment happens to have a lot of young Cholton warriors, and they seem to sort of not be worried about his presence. And he sort of walks down into, sort of in between them, and he just, take me to the healer. And they all look at him like, whoa, he doesn't even look sick. What the hell? And they're kind of weirded out by this. He
As he
doesn't come
says
down
that,
often.
I'm gonna yell, "Do not trust this one. Do not trust him.
Do not trust this one. Do not trust him." And they all start just saying, what the fuck? Does he want a healer? Does he not want a healer? And they end up sort of getting the healer out anyway. And
You just exorcismed out of the body.
Yeah, boy.
you see this really old man just walking out towards you, and he's just tapping his stick, and he's really like leaning on his walking stick, and he comes out and he's like, "Excuse me, you're making a lot of noise. What brings you here to me?" And he says, "Oh, I've just got this feeling that there's something going on with my brain. I just cannot solve it. It's just."
Just before he finishes it, I'm gonna yell, "Release me now!"
And then he turns to the old shaman. He's like, "Release me now!" And at this point, the shaman's just starting to really start to freak out. He's like, well, please, come, sit with me. And he sort of starts walking over, sits him down. He gets this sort of concoction of herbs and local juices, and you can just see him mixing it in front of you, and sort of mixing it around inside this bowl. And he comes over and he's like, "Open now."
Before he drinks that, as he's making the potion, trying to do it without him noticing,
Yeah.
I'm going to write on the ground his name.
Yeah.
I am coming for you.
Okay. All right. What's his name?
Vola.
Okay. So as he's sort of waiting there for the drink, and you write on the ground next to him. You have full control of his hand at this point, and you manage to get it all done. He's not resisting because he's watching that bowl coming in. He's basically sleight of handing himself. And he's
Like
right, and he's sort of writing on the ground, and he says, "Vola, I'm coming for you." And as that happens, the jungle soup comes along and just gets like poured down his throat, and you just see him go, and as it sort of goes down, he just drinks this whole soup, and just half it splashes on his face. He just sort of splashes it, and he's just like, "Raw!" He just like wants it so bad that it gets down him, and at that point you feel yourself leaving his body once again. And as you leave his body, you're having an out-of-body experience with his body, and you can see his body, and you can see the shaman, and you can see him looking down, and seeing that note in the ground.
As I'm kind of leaving his body, I'm going to whisper into his ear,
Mhm.
my vengeance is righteous,
Mhm.
and your head is mine, as I leave.
All right, give me a religion check to see if he hears that, or if it's just you saying that to yourself.
Oh, that's cocked, I think.
Yeah, cock.
Yeah, go for it. Yay, 19!
Right, so as you say, as you're leaving his body, you're like, vengeance will be mine. It's basically you notice his sort of ear perk up, and he looks at the sound, and then he gets the bowl and he throws it at the shaman, and you just see him pull out the sword and he starts slaying the village. And there's only like 6 or 7 there at the camp. He just sort of slays them all out, and you just see him sort of storm off into the distance. And as that happens, you notice behind you, like that sort of golden door start opening up behind you once again, with an opportunity to walk back into it if you would like to.
I'll head back in.
You get up in a room and there's a bookshelf. And
Oh, hi!
I was gonna say he jumps back into one of the shamans.
The shaman, necromancer shaman.
As you step back into that golden doorway,
ends up in Horns.
as you step back into that golden doorway, and you look around, you see once again your body lying on top of that altar in that very dark place. That doorway that you've just gone through closes behind you.
Yep.
And there's still 3 more doorways.
Can I try and get back in my body?
You can try. Yep. So go up and let's give us let's just go up and give me a religion check again.
One die.
Oh no, that's a natural one.
Yeah. So as you walk up and you try to jump into your body, you just go straight through again, and you feel like you've just travelled through, jumped through the body once again.
So one was the chest door, the cupboard, Horn's room.
Well, what you might think might be Horn's room, yeah.
Just yeah, your boy knows. What were the other 2 again?
There was the
forest,
the
the jungle.
jungle one,
And then
which
the
you didn't
lady.
really know where it was going to go. And the last one was that lich room where they had you chained up that last time when you were in Mesro. And you got teleported away. You were in Mesro, you got teleported away to that lich, and he had you in the room, and you were arguing before he brought you back.
That was Vula.
No, you thought it was.
Oh yeah, that's all. I got visited by another demon. I'm gonna head back into the jungle one.
Okay.
Now head into the jungle.
Okay.
Sorry, boys. I'm trying to wrap this up as quickly as I can.
That's all. I don't do anything.
So as you sort of step into the
Jungle book.
the jungle book, the archway that sort of leads into the jungle, you happen to be now looking around, and you can see various different buildings. These buildings, there's a taller one, there's a smaller one, there's sort of jungle huts, but there's also some big stone monument buildings, sort of like Inca style stuff. These are similar to the buildings that you could see as Volo was looking out to the left hand side, not sort of off to not back to the sea, but away from Kursabal.
Closer to the gargoyles?
You could say that you feel like you may be in that same place that the gargoyles were flying in and out of. Looking up, you do see gargoyles coming and leaving. You see lots of random cultists walking around the place, and it still looks like a rather decrepit, but at the same time really lush place with lots of bugs and birds and things. It's like a hidden oasis for
cultists.
Cultists like.
Sounds like every horror movie
It's a
I've ever
retreat
seen.
spa.
Yeah.
It's Midsummer, the horror movie.
Yeah. And while you sort of have a look around and gain your bearings, we'll see what everyone else is doing.
Alright, so
Onward, Christian,
just cast Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
He's got the travel thing going on.
Yep.
And we're heading our way to
taking the quickest way.
Nangalore.
Okay.
Nangalore.
Yep. So as you sort of walk out of the temple and you've got Pass Without Trace, and you start walking back through the wastes.
I'm also keeping an eye out for anyone following us or just anything in general. Like,
All right. Well,
for that,
let's do a perception check every sort of 10 minutes while you're leaving that place. I think would be a decent way to make sure you can still.
You just tell
look
me when
at
to roll on a roll.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Passive perception of 13.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
you can use the passive if you want. You can use your passive if you
This
like.
is like actively looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to actively look. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to passively look.
So the first one is a 3.
Okay. Yeah. So looking around you, you're not clear of anything sort of following you or anything. You don't see, hear, smell anyone or anything besides little like plants that are popping up and going back down into those oozes. They're like baby versions of what you guys fought back in the room.
I kill each one.
I mean, you can if you want, but
Oh no!
who knows what happens?
Position. No, fuck that.
XP.
1 XP. 1 XP. We go and we kill boars.
But yeah, you start making your way through, and as you get sort of further and further into it, you happen to see in the distance two random people / followers / adventurers walking along out in front of you. They look similarly dressed to the ones that you found dead the last time that you were walking out here, but they're not the same people at all. They're very distinguishable that they're not the same people.
Yeah.
But they have similar outfits, like they might have come from the same place, and you see them walking around with little lab kits and stuff, and they're sort of
Hey, Jazz.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
yeah, little lab kits and stuff, and it's obvious that they're looking around for samples again. Yeah.
I was gonna. Hey, you guys see that? See those people? I'm pointing to exactly where they
Yeah.
are.
24. Yes.
Yeah, they're right in front. They're right in front of you.
Earlier.
Look, are we gonna avoid these people, or are we gonna say hi, or like,
Might be a good idea to avoid them.
I completely agree. I still feel like the quickest path is not to go anywhere near them.
yeah? Okay,
Well, that's what my brain's telling me anyway.
sounds great.
Okay.
We'll stay clear.
Yeah. So as you sort of continue walking forward, they're kind of right in front of you. So like in order to sort of avoid them, you probably need to go off the beaten track a little bit.
What do they look like?
They look like just general. There's this one guy that looks like a Cholton guide. So he looks like a native, and the guy that's with him looks like an adventurer that is out there. He's probably foreign. He looks foreign, and he's come with him, sort of explorer's hat, all the gear, trying to look around
India
for more
Jones.
samples. Yeah.
What, have you died yet? Okay, well it's not you. Alright. I think we can avoid these people. Let's double check.
Yeah.
Or y'all reckon? We only see 2 of them?
Yeah, you don't see two of them. Yep.
Alright.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe we go the old we rush them.
For what?
You rush them?
Let's go and check. Let's go and check.
But I'm not in Russian.
I think we just need to go and see who they are. They're in our way. That's the quickest way is to go through them.
There's only 2 of them.
Let's go
There's
talk.
3 of us.
Talk.
Yes.
4 of us.
I push the blades back and talk.
Alright. Let's go talk.
Alright. We'll go off and approach him.
Okay.
I'll approach them on the back of Clementine, so they can like see me like walking up and they see Clementine.
Okay.
Halt! Who walks these lands?
It's just us. We're just here. We're humble scientists trying to, collect some. We're trying to collect some samples.
Let me see your explorer's pass.
I don't have an explorer's pass. I've got a science badge.
No, I don't think that counts. Did you get your explorer's pass before you left?
Oh, the one from up north.
Yeah.
No, we thought we'd get away with it.
Oh, well, doesn't look like you got away with it.
Hey Robbie, they got their explorer's pass?
Yeah, they do, Thomas. I mean, they don't, Thomas.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Y'all guys don't have explorer's pass?
Oh, we're just here doing science. We thought it was part of our visa.
No, you thought
Hey
wrong.
Bartholomew, they haven't got a science pass.
Do you know what happens to people who don't have science passes?
Well, not exactly, because we haven't run into anyone else yet.
And then as they do it, Clementine like licks it.
Look, now you have to pay. Look, we can allow this to maybe slide if you guys are okay with that. If we can come to some sort of agreement on payment.
I mean, I'm pretty hungry, so they can either give us some gold to go get some food. I mean, then we might just forget all about this. Hey, that sound pretty good?
We don't have any food. We got sent here on just with enough supplies to go and collect the samples. We've been told to get the samples
Samples of dirt.
of the goo
By who?
by the teachers.
What teachers? Where?
Oh, the teachers. They sent us here because they want us to research this back in our lab.
Where are you from?
Oh, we're from the mainland. Well, I'm from the mainland. He's a guide.
I'm pretending to write this all down. Any names?
I don't even know his name. He just guides me. I tell him to bring me here. I said, take
Sir
me to
with the satchel and the whip and the hat.
Mhm.
What is your name?
My name. I'm Henry.
The H?
Henry the H.
Henry the H.
It's a nice looking whip you got there, Henry.
Yeah.
You don't look like you're doing much whipping.
I use it to grab things and pull them down.
Really?
Yeah.
You think I could use them to grab things and pull them down, considering my short nature?
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel
Wait,
like
you saying he's short?
I feel
No,
like
I was saying I don't know if he's short.
taller than the average one.
I feel like I might need that whip
He's
a little bit more
insulting
than
your
you do.
intelligence, Thomas.
The tank
Are
engine.
do you guys not believe in science?
We do.
What?
But you just
You
have
know,
to pay.
Some
Why
people,
would we pay you?
Some people kill in the name of science.
I don't think that's a good idea.
As you can see, we are the guards of these lands. I lift a little. Show him the symbol.
As he does that, I just sort of take a bite of the meat and then lift mine up.
Why you got these glowing tattoos?
Because this is
Yes.
what you get when you guard the lands.
What do you guard the lands from?
People
Us.
like you who come in who haven't paid their expeditious
Charter of exploration.
charter of exploration.
The charter of the things to go somewhere.
That looks like
The
a
things you have to
penis.
pay for to do the things in the jungle.
Like anything, gets taxed.
I just don't understand. Like, I'm happy to go buy one of those, but if you guys don't want to support sort of education, well, I don't know what to think about you guys. Look at all these things you've got. They all came from science.
Stop looking at me. I'm not you.
Where is your camp?
Where's my camp? We're camped up just south of Nangalore because we're sort of set up there because we're getting ready to have a look in that city as well.
Nangalore, you say?
Yeah.
I do believe we have some business in Nangalore.
I'm just circling around them on the back of Clementine.
But what business do you have in Nangalore?
Something of the land that is plagued.
Oh, well,
But that is none of your business, Henry the H.
well, can you let me collect my samples and you guys can go to Nangalore? I won't be in your way.
But in case you haven't noticed, I'm missing a whip.
Did you lose it?
I did.
Where'd you put it?
I don't know, but it looks exactly the same as that whip you got in your possession.
Oh, science brought that to me as well.
Did y'all happen to steal that from me?
No.
Are
Absolutely
you saying
not.
he's a lion?
A lion?
He looks like a lion.
And with that, I transform into a lion. Sitting
Does
on
he
the back
look like a
of
lion?
We haven't
now?
seen a lion to be able to do that.
Boy,
What are you saying?
You would have to, yeah.
Only
You're like a half cat with just like furred up hair.
You can turn into like a big cat. Like, because you would have seen cats in a
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I won't do it then.
He turns into an elephant.
Actually, when he says that, I'm just gonna lie on the back of Clementine. Do I look like I'm lying to you?
He stretches out.
You certainly do. You look like you're lying plenty. Like, I see you lying right there.
I think he's insulting you.
I'm not insulting him. He's just
Get him.
a lion.
You're saying he's lying.
Y'all got two choices here. You can pay the toll,
What? How much is this toll? And where does the toll go to? I need to know where this
The
money
toll
goes
goes to the preservation of Chult.
Who preserves it?
The Red Right Hand. I mean, what do we call it?
Red right hand.
Flaming Fist.
You know, fucking Iron Curtain around Chult. Flaming Fist? No. Flaming Fist?
Flaming Fist.
And I pulled,
You guys don't even look like they're from the
I
Flaming
pulled that
Fist.
cloak that I got out of that tower that's the Flaming Fist.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't wearing this because we were trying to hard. But
Oh,
since
okay,
you do ask,
okay. Can you sell me a charter?
I can sell you this. This will get you through.
We can sell you a charter, definitely. But it's going to cost you.
How much?
How much you got?
I don't have much.
We usually charters, if you get a charter before you leave,
I'm just a
it's
scientist.
going to cost you 50 gold each. But since it's after you've left, that price is double. So we're
And-
looking at 100 gold apiece.
I don't have anything like 100 gold. I'm a humble scientist. We don't even get paid.
What do you have?
Samples?
Boys.
I have samples.
Got some juicy looking lady.
I have a hat. You want a hat?
I do like that hat.
Empty your pockets.
He sort of like shuffles around and empties his pockets.
What about the explorer dude? He's our guide.
He's essentially wearing like one of those like native togas, and like he's just got sandals on. And he's basically walking around with a stick. Like
Okay.
he's just sort of just standing there, just like shrugging, like I don't need no charter. I fucking live here. Like, he doesn't have a clue what's
It's
going
ain't my
on.
problem, yo.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care.
Fuck y'all anyway.
Yeah, he's got that look on his face, like I fucking told him.
Well, we ain't got all day. Empty those pockets.
I don't have anything really in here. Like this is where I put my samples before I carry them back.
You got a whip.
Yeah, I need it.
It's a nice whip.
I need it.
I
yeah,
like
but
the
he
whip.
needs it.
Why
I
does
need
he
a
need
ball.
my whip?
Because I need it to
Because it's
grab
his
things.
whip.
You can grab things with your hands.
Have you seen a hide of me?
Yeah, I have.
I want
Why?
it, no, but I want it.
Oh,
I'm gonna look
What
at the
do you
guy.
have?
you have a dinosaur.
What do you
can
have
cl-
back at your pants?
Oh, I have a few other explorers like me. They go out getting samples, and then we're gonna take them all back to Sindra Sylvain.
Do they have charters of exploration?
One of them might. I don't.
Well, they might all need charters.
All of a sudden, all our eyes just go like,
Ding dollar sign.
well, whereabouts is this camp of yours?
Oh, it's about a day's walk towards Nangalo. We're just south.
We're going to have to all escort you back there now, boy.
I don't need escorting. I'm happy to walk myself.
No,
Well, that's
this
good.
isn't a request.
Where's your guide?
He's just over there.
You're relieved. I throw him a gold coin.
He's like picks it up and he like bites it. The nut tastes very good.
Be
Oh,
gone.
y'all want food? All right, I got some food. And throw him some of the refractory food.
Be gone with you, Tabuli.
Much better.
It is.
And at that point, you start seeing like his forehead as well. To start getting this blue triangle that starts glowing out of his forehead as well, and he's just the same one that's on both of your foreheads.
Welcome.
Did that taste good?
You bet. Much better.
You feel like some more?
Not right now, but soon.
Yeah. Clementine's gonna jump on the guy and attack him.
On the guide.
No, the
Scientist.
Kiwi, whatever his name was.
Oh,
Henry.
Henry.
Henry H.
H.
So
Alright, Henry. You gonna lead us back to your camp. And as he starts walking, then Clementine's just gonna.
goodbye now.
Alright.
All right.
Kill him, bite him, or?
All right.
Fucking
Roll an attack roll on Henry.
Okay. Oh.
16.
That hits.
She's going for the back of the neck.
Okay.
Probably that your only option of getting into the city has now diminished.
8,
Nah,
15,
we'll be fine.
17,
This is more fun.
22, plus 25.
You're like wearing his
25?
one shirt, his hat. It's like, I am Henry the H.
So
Henry.
as that, actually, what was it? A 16? Actually misses. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does actually miss. My bad. It was actually 17. Then, yeah. He had, yeah. My bad. Sorry. We can we'll let that damage hit though. So what? 25?
That's fine. I can miss.
No. 25's fine.
Damn fuck up, so he hits.
Yeah, he hits. Yeah. Anyway.
Turns out this is a guard.
Okay, and as you hit him, you need to roll initiative.
He's also grappled.
Let's go. I got a 16. Hey, next one.
Okay. 20 above.
It's Dex, isn't it?
Yep.
No, yeah.
Never mind.
Uh, 15 to 20.
17.
18. There you go. 18.
18.
17 to Clementine.
Yep. What did you get?
17.
17 as well.
I got -1 Dex, so you go first.
Okay. Okay. 10 to 15.
14 for Orenin.
And that's all of you, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Okay. As you sort of bite and start to take that chunk out of this guy's neck, you start to see him start to change form.
Great.
Good one, dipshit.
And he changes form. He changes form
I'm hungry.
to a very familiar figure.
It's Rasmussen.
As he changes, you start noticing some long, red, flowing robes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You see some really bony grey fingers, a bald head, and you remember him back as the guy that all of the berets in Mesro formed into one.
Yippee.
Good one. You fuck.
Man,
I'm gonna be like, where's that cab?
I'm
Let's
gonna
go
have-
to the fucking cab. But no, you had to fucking try and eat it, didn't you?
I'm gonna have so many new friends when I come back from the dead.
Clementine hasn't eaten in like 2 days, man.
You got food on you?
Not
And-
for her.
As that
What kind of pet owner are you?
I ran out. I almost died, man. Then I ate most of my food then.
and as you bite into the back, and he turns around, and he's just like,
So it's death.
"Why would you do that? I was trying to help you." And he just turns and casts Ray of Frost towards Rinlin.
Counterspell.
As a reaction,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
I thought it only counts.
We're gonna get this battle map going, or?
It's a reaction. I can use it
Oh yeah.
as a reaction.
Yeah, he does.
Save your fucking ass. Counterspell. Jesus.
He does that, and he reaches out towards Rinlin with his arm.
Mm-hmm.
He touches him and casts Paralyzing Touch.
So an opportunity attack for Clementine then?
I guess you're both next to him. He's like,
Yeah, but Clementine's large. So he'd have to reach over Clementine to get to me.
Sure.
I don't know,
Clementine can be large. Let's
Well, that's what...
let's draw a battle map.
Oh, he
Or
does.
maybe we could use the TV.
We could, but we don't have any map on the TV.
Oh.
Quick demo.
All right, let's
Hey, don't join
let's
my
get a bit
dark
of
zone.
let's flip this over actually, and then just draw the back.
Yeah, it works.
Because we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Battle cam.
All right.
Yeah, doesn't get on to be drawn, man.
So
You need to draw something.
let's put a pool. Pool.
Oh
Cool.
no, y'all surround you.
Pool. Let's put it. This is a big rock. These are all pools. There's another large pool.
Wreck.
And we'll say that you guys are all sort of standing
Hey,
here.
hey, no.
You're not here. You're
No,
not.
no.
You're not him.
I'm
You're
in
out.
my nose.
You're out.
Like you.
You're
I'll
out.
die.
And I shall.
Mini.
Oh, you'll die.
Mini Central!
I'll just explain a mini.
So what, he gets 2 actions, or is Ray of Frost a bonus?
He has legendary actions.
Fuck.
Oh, Kuma's gone.
They're not even his real actions. They're just his legendary actions.
Yeah.
And he's going to be standing right here because he got grappled by Clementine. He's reaching out to Rinlin.
I need an adult.
Oh wait, sorry, yeah, no opportunity attack because he's grappled by Clementine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. And yeah, so he casts Paralyzing Touch.
That's a lot.
23 to hit.
That misses. No, actually, it doesn't. That hits.
And you're going to need to give me a con saving throw.
Con? All things. Yeah, nah. That's a 4.
One thing on bad.
1 second. Alright, so
TPK. TPK.
on touch.
Hello.
On touch, he grabs you to paralyze you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
And you take
Hang on, did
Great
your... Oh, it was charmed and poison, wasn't it?
you take 22 cold damage.
Poison disease.
Okay.
Poison disease.
And you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Poison.
Okay.
Poison. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and disease from the sparrows.
It's paralyzed.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
mentioning it.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Just in case.
Poison and disease.
Yeah,
Advantage
so
on
you
saving
are
throws.
so you're paralyzed for 1 minute. So that's not one action. That's not one turn. That's 1 minute. So
Yeah, gotcha.
you're able to repeat a saving throw at the end of each of your turns to see if you can break free.
Uh-huh.
I'm fucking spent.
Okay.
Yep.
My ghost is like, ooh.
Like I got all my key points.
Yeah, no,
You're just like, fuck.
Key points.
And-
you hate me. I'm running the opposite direction.
It's still his turn.
Uh,
Still
Definitely
his,
not hasting you that.
still his turn. Still his turn.
120 feet of turn.
At this point, he reaches towards Clementine for his actual action, not his legendary one. Reaches towards Clementine and goes for a paralyzing touch on Clementine.
Hey, motherfucker.
He did 2 legendaries and now he's his real action.
That is a 28 to hit.
Just.
Nah, this is...
Get Clementine to give me a con save, please.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 9 or a 6.
Yeah.
Yes!
Hey.
Probably not enough. 17.
Doesn't make it.
Second.
The suspense is killing it.
Oh, we die or not?
Clementine does not save.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
That's an 18 DC, boys.
Run.
Sorry, I got a plan.
Well, you can, and he can.
I have a plan.
El cockroach.
And
Ringman.
Clementine also takes 19 damage and is
No.
paralyzed.
19.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Skeletons. Paralyzed.
66 minus 19.
It's alright, I'm gonna clutch this.
Bible.
Paralyzed. Paralyzed.
Just take out ring and come out at the same time.
That's what he's trying to do.
Level 10 fireball.
Okay, and at that, it's the end of his turn.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's now Kura's turn.
Sweet. I am going to flank. Is that advantage?
It is.
Sweet. First attack.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Hey!
20. That hits.
Apologise to the chat.
Double dice, bitches.
8 damage.
10. 18.
Fuck.
Quick question. With damage, is it... no. The plus, like, it's like 2d6 plus whatever. Is that per dice or is that total?
It's per dice.
Per dice. So that's 18, 20, 24. That's 26 damage.
26 damage. And what type of damage is that?
That is just... I think it's just bludgeoning damage.
Are you sort of what you're punching him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my fists are considered magic.
Thank God.
Yeah, but it's still
Because
it's still bludgeoning damage, right?
Yes, but it's if they have like an immunity to like non-magical attacks, it's considered magic.
Okay. Well, as you first sort of punch goes in. You realise it has absolutely no effect. His second one comes out, and we'll say that the rest of it does its damage because it's magical. But yeah, pure bludgeoning damage he's immune to. So, how do you want to deal with that?
Well, I don't know, because it's considered.
What does that magical ability say? Because if it still says it's bludgeoning, but it's just magical bludgeoning, it's kind of still bludgeoning.
Where does it say it? Sorry, I'm just trying to
Riparinos.
find my feet.
I think it only work like the way you're thinking is if the target, if this says a creature isn't like resistant to non-magical attacks.
Your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity.
Okay, cool. Well, then they hit then. Yeah, they'll hit.
Alright, so it's
Yeah, 25.
22, 4, 6,
20.
28. No. 24 damage.
24 damage?
Yeah.
Out of plan.
So that's first attack.
Yep.
Second attack is mod 20.
Hits.
Yeah, so it's only standard. That's 5, 6, 7. That's 9 damage.
I have to save the group here.
9 damage? Yep.
Yep. Bonus action, attack again.
I feel comfortable with that.
That is 24.
24? Yep, cool. Hits.
That is 13 damage.
Yep.
And I will spend a key point and use stunning strike. And
Cool.
so he needs to make, I think it's a con saving throw. What are these? Where are they? Stunning strike. Oh yeah, con save.
Con save?
He needs to make a con save.
2010. It's probably what it'd get.
See, 10, what?
Yeah, I know.
19.
2010.
No, he
That's
saves.
probably what he rolls.
Save.
He's not stunned, and
Okay.
I'm going to. Again, what did I have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. What's it normally? 50 or some shit?
Cool. So you're gonna make a opportunity attack as you want.
No, because I made melee attacks, I don't.
Oh, you
I
can because you
don't.
got the monk move.
Yeah, monk powers.
Monk powers.
Movement feet, motherfuckers.
Cool. All right. Billy.
I have a plan.
I like how you kind of forgot who was next.
I pull out that wand
Yeah.
and I shoot a ball of goop at him to attempt to restrain him.
Okay.
Now I have to make an attack,
Mm-hmm.
and I use my spell modifier,
Okay.
like my spell attack modifier.
Yeah.
Please hit. Oh, it doesn't
What'd you get?
hit. 14.
That hits.
That is a miss.
Miss.
Don't you have advantage when you're using your wand?
No.
Okay.
Oh, isn't he grappled?
He's grappled right now. Yep.
Is
Clem.
it?
Actually, no. Clem's paralyzed, so she can't possibly be
Oh,
grappling
that's
him.
true.
Yep.
I tried.
Shit, a fucking brick. 5, 10,
Yeah,
20, 25, 30.
No,
I'm behind a rock.
no one can find me behind this rock.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn. I
Clementine's
lay myself
turn.
face down in
Clementine will try and break.
Try a con save.
Oh, I wanted to like goop
It's
him,
only
and then I
15.
wanted to throw him in the pool.
That does not break it.
Of
Rinlin,
goop.
your turn to break a con save.
Come on, bud.
Nope.
Also not broken.
Is this the untimely demise of Ridlin?
Talk your way out.
Can't
Apologize
even
to the
talk.
man.
Can't even talk.
I am a god! You know what's scary when the DM has to read extra notes about a boss?
Because he wasn't planning on doing it, he just dropped it in last minute because he felt like it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
combat.
Yeah.
No, you hit him. Oh wit, hang on, he has an armor of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hit him.
Because I had the armor. It's too fun. Those character sheets so long that I had to scroll up to the armor. That's how bad he is. Okay.
I'm out running.
As
Save yourselves. Go on.
it comes up to his turn, and he runs over towards Kura,
Get fucked.
and you see him sort of start like ripping his arms out and just start sucking life out of you.
Oh god. Is that,
And you need to give me a con save.
is that a spell?
It is a spell.
I don't think you can see him.
Con save.
Yeah, true. I can't actually see it.
Yeah, you're behind the rock piston
How
yourself.
does 21 sound?
21
Yep, that's a fail.
sounds pretty good, but you take half damage.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's only like 22
No, and he
DC.
also has a
Yeah,
double legendary
that's alright.
attack
It's
as
like
well.
it's like 10d10. Like
Jesus Christ.
All right.
just a couple of twos to see. That's good.
Twos are timed.
Take half of 19.
Good for you.
Okay. And then he takes his regular action.
That's exactly how I felt.
That was just like, yeah, 19.
half 19.
And of all the people that
Do you
could
want a
have died
magnet to
tonight,
erase your phone?
Yeah, I might need one. Man. Fucking done.
welcome to the
I
world
got
of
crack
Red.
shit I can tear up if I feel like it.
Just feed it to the dog.
Yeah.
As
Use it to wipe my ass.
as he comes close to you, he touches you with his paralyzing touch.
Yep.
And you need to make another con save if this hits, which is 22 to hit.
What's that, like a +8 to
You
hit?
say 22
12.
here? Yes.
22 hit, yeah.
Well, he's touching, so it's not like it's hard.
So what did you get?
For my con save?
Yep.
14.
Oh, you don't say. And okay, you take 24 cold damage,
Good job.
Are you
and
down?
you're paralyzed for a minute.
Good job.
He's
Hey, at least I'll come out 6 seconds
I don't know
before
if you
you.
guys have any more paralyzed, right? I'm pretty sure you have two, right?
I
should be
got
more.
one.
There's
There's one more. There's one more. I see one.
It should be more. I had 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got one more. It's alright. I have a plan.
Yeah, use the wand again.
Nah, like minor illusion, like hide. I'm a rock.
You're like Frodo hiding from the.
So we got 3 paralyzed.
No. Yeah.
And
Billy's gonna
at that
end it.
point, it's Kura's turn to make a con save to try and break
Come
free.
on. Let's go.
6, so no.
Still paralyzed. Okay, Billy, your turn.
I'm gonna MVP this. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Fight the one. Take me out.
Like, not even there.
Risk it for the biscuit.
One group.
One goof.
One.
Okay.
One group it. Hey, that's a 26.
That hits him.
That
That's
hits
a good
him.
spin.
He is now restrained.
He's restrained.
He is now restrained.
But poops.
He is restrained for an hour.
Do you have restrained or are you going
An hour? Yes.
Wow.
Sorry, actually, yeah, now.
You are.
The one that starts with an R.
Yeah, found it.
Alright.
Wait, no, that's petrified.
Starts with an R.
I don't think there is a restraint.
There is,
Is it?
but it's okay.
What color is it?
I have no fucking idea.
There's like grapples.
Yeah, maybe there's not.
Oh, over here. There's one. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is. There's two sections.
Less.
Grapple the same as restraint.
Slightly.
Here it is. Go on.
Restrained's a bit
Alright.
more intense.
Alright, and he's now
Restrained.
restrained.
So he can't make hand movements, obviously, because he's entirely encased by this group,
Yep.
by his casing.
Yep.
It's only semantic.
So yeah, I think he can.
Should be good.
High fight upper exchange. So was it? Patient. No. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay. Alright, and that's the. Is that the end of your turn?
Hide.
Can I? Oh no, yeah, that's the end of my turn. I can't get any closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that ends my turn.
Okay. And as you do that, he turns and looks towards you, and like just stares into your soul.
I close my eyes.
Reaction.
You need to give me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. Is that a spell?
It is a legendary action, which is, I'm guessing, a spell. Yeah.
I don't know. It's your call if it's a spell.
It can be a spell.
Can I spell?
Sure.
Yes.
But does it have to be the same level or higher or some shit?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do, yeah.
So I'm casting Counterspell at level 3.
Yeah, he's not going to counterspell it.
So that means you use that spell slot.
No, you
still.
like roll for it.
Okay, you can roll for it if you want, if that's what the rule is.
Alright, hang on.
Yeah.
If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd or lower, fails casting 4th or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
Hang on.
So you
So,
have to
wait,
roll
wait,
high
wait.
enough to ADC then?
if the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, that spell fails.
Definitely higher.
Because if it's a legendary, that's like an 18 or 19 right there.
Who knows what
Yeah.
it is? Okay. So-
We saw whatever it is. What's the spell?
I'm just double checking. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level on a successful of the creature's spell. Okay, so the DC of the spell is whatever level it is plus 10.
Okay. Go for it.
Fuck!
You're wasting the thing.
You have to get a nat 20 on this, man.
Well,
Not even. That's not even gonna
Alright,
fucking
so
count.
I'll add my spell.
No.
Nat 20!
Nah, if
Damn
it's
it.
plus 9. Well, my spell attack's plus 9.
21.
Bloody shit, 21. Yeah, sorry, brain fade.
Counterspell fails.
Yay.
You wasted
Was it 22?
He is 27.
Okay, so what do I have to roll to save? Sorry, con save.
Wisdom.
Wiz save. I'm great at those. That is a 6.
Okay. You are now frightened for 1 minute.
Okay, so I can't move closer to him.
That's fine. This is your way to run away.
I need to break the others out
I
of it.
have to run.
I need to break the others loose though.
My biggest concern is that this guy could break out of your thing even without dying.
No, he can't.
I got a fright. Here you go.
He can't do anything about it.
I can
He
frighten
literally can't do anything about
Frightened.
So frightening.
So frightening he's died.
Can't even stand up.
Hang on, we'll frighten him like this.
it. In a feeble attempt, I'm gonna start like slinging mud at him. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna use Mage Hand. Oh, sorry, actually, they've all got to fucking have their turn.
Yeah, it's only got 10, man.
Alright,
I was getting excited.
Clementine's turn.
Come on, baby.
Clocked.
Is that plus?
17.
17?
Wait, con? 17.
Not safe.
Oh, wait, it's cocked. 18.
I told you!
He said it was cocked.
It was clocked.
It was cooked.
And
Alright.
I said it was
Clementine can be not paralysed now.
Now, technically, Rin's still on the back.
Yeah, technically Rin is still on Clementine's back, but Rin is paralysed on the back. Yeah.
Correct.
Hey!
Got some blue
That was a nice balance. That was good work.
Do we want to push him?
Good balance.
That could be a good idea. Clementine is going to charge directly south and bail the fuck out of there.
Oh, what a little
I'm
bitch.
kidding.
You can do it if you want.
No. What do we got? 5, 10,
Yeah.
15.
Attack him while he's in the queue. Is there a chance of the queue breaking?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Doesn't have a DC.
No, it's basically just he is restrained for an hour. Alcohol can dissolve it.
Alright. Clementine is going to charge at El Fiery Boy
Yeah.
and go for a multi-attack bite.
He's essentially a metapod right now.
Oh wait, so he's restrained, so...
Yeah.
Advantage.
Avantage.
Is that advantage or is that auto crit?
No, advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah. And he is
That is 22.
disadvantage on
22?
dex saves.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Do some decks.
Alright, so that is 4, 11, 17, 23, 26 points of damage.
What type of damage is that?
Melee,
piercing.
bite, so I would assume piercing. Yeah, doesn't actually
Does it
say.
say piercing or what does it say?
It does. Piercing damage. Sorry, piercing damage.
As you go to like bite through him, the teeth kind of go through and it just causes no damage.
I'm so glad we're doing this at night as well.
Gonna go for a tail whip, and he's gonna attempt to knock his feet, so he falls. over.
Sure, go for the tail whip.
with advantage.
Nope.
Okay, and that doesn't hit, and during that he makes a legendary action and he touches Clementine
can't.
again.
He's restrained.
Doesn't touch Clementine. He turns to Clementine.
He can't.
He's restrained.
You can't turn.
Nope.
Nope.
He's
No,
stuck.
you're
He's an
restrained.
amber.
Your move.
He's all glooped up. He
You're-
literally cannot move.
He gave him this wand.
Yeah, but like it's restrained, right? He's not like
Yeah, but he's in
No, but you remember
He
the
can't
gloop,
turn.
when he encased me in the gloop, it
Yeah.
encased my legs, everything, and it was just my
Okay.
head
Your
up,
movement
so
speed
all he's
is
got is
zero.
head up.
Your movement speed.
your movement speed's 0, right?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
completely restrained.
Yeah, well he's not
Like,
moving.
You're encased.
Yeah.
He would be moving.
If you're not
Oh no, I
grappled,
suppose no, you're right. He can probably turn his head.
Actually, yeah, you could turn.
But it
He
depends
can
how
twist his
far.
body 'cause he's
Depends
a
how
vis-
far he can turn his head because he's facing directly that way. I don't know if he can look all the way behind him.
He
might
just
be
does
able-
the poltergeist and snaps his
Yeah,
head
he
back
does
around.
like exorcism things like.
No, right, yeah. No, he can turn his head. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
He could like fringe it around.
Okay.
Fall
But he,
over.
or
I'll
should be like
catch
D4, and on like 2 or 3, he falls over as he tries to turn.
Yeah, but it falls over like directly into Clementine's eyesight. And it's
Yeah.
just like,
Shit.
Alright.
But no, yeah, he can look. That's up to you, man.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Makes
fine.
sense. No, it makes sense.
So while he is sort of standing there, he doesn't turn. He just casts Disrupt Life again, and Disrupt Life is just any creature within 20 feet must make a con save.
Oh, that's alright. I'm not good at them.
He doesn't have to look at you. Doesn't have to do anything. It's within 20 feet.
AoEs.
Hey, I'm a humanoid, not a creature.
Any non-undead creature.
So only Clementine.
You're literally a
But
creature.
you're not within 20
I'm,
feet.
I'm a humanoid.
You're not
thank
within
you
20
very
feet.
much.
That's what all things are in this game.
Oh, you said 20 feet?
Yeah, you're not even 20
Yeah,
feet.
you're not even in 20
Suck
feet.
it.
Yeah,
No,
you're
Yes.
but like, why are you?
Ridland misses
I'm
it!
trying to help these
Ridland,
guys.
Ridland's in 20 feet.
Nah, I'm kidding. You're in the, yeah, he's on the back. I know. It's just the way it's
give me a con save.
So con saves for both. So
Yeah.
what'll be Clementine?
Con save
This.
for you as well.
Clementine 16, Rinlin 11.
17.
Okay, none of you saved. Alright.
None of us said, fuck, what's DC on this shit?
18.
25?
18, man.
Guys, we've got to push him in the goop or run away.
Well, they're going to be dead, so
I tried to bite him, but no, it didn't work.
Just use your little hands.
You all take
Y'all,
26 necrotic damage.
Y'all take.
Oh, no.
26. Is that all?
Yep, 26. And it
You,
is now.
Can you
Yeah,
tip,
Ridland's down.
can you tip Rinlin upside down for me?
Oh,
Are
he's
you
down.
down as well, Sam?
And I can't get into health either.
Yeah, because you're frightened on this motherfucker. Wow.
Shit.
And he can't move.
I can't move closer to him.
And he can't move, so they're just stuck there.
But
Looks
you
like it's
can
a lot to
circle
Clementine.
around.
26 was the
Oh,
exact,
Clementine.
exact fucking health I had. You're like 26, I looked down and gone, motherfucker.
Alright,
Why would Clementine run away?
Rinland, it's your
Maybe
turn.
it's because of this stupid fuck. That's a fail.
Alright, first fail. Alright.
Oh shit.
It is now Richie Boy's turn.
Wait, what?
It's his turn. He has a legendary action. He did it at the end of anyone's turn.
Oh, yep,
Now
sorry.
it's his own
My
turn.
bad, my bad.
Yeah.
Legendary actions get
Bring it,
confused.
bitch!
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh fucking pumped!
They're kind of like reactions, but not. They're like you can just use them like as
Yeah,
like a boss.
God reactions.
Yeah, I forgot how
Yeah.
legendaries work.
Yeah. And at that point, you notice him start to like move his head a little bit, and he just looks at it, and you just see like the goo starting to dispel around him. He casts a spell magic, and
Fuck you.
it drops off. It drops off around him.
Oh, no.
It doesn't say. I guess it doesn't say which way or the other.
Yeah. Anyway.
It doesn't say you can't. Doesn't say you can.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously magical, right? So it's a magical goo.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So he casts a spell magic. Removes.
Technically.
And according to the handbook at page 675.
He,
You
remo-
go.
he removes the goo from himself,
Jacob, like, I'm gonna do reaction. My reaction when we run away.
He.
I need to haste myself. I
Where the hell
guess.
is this move?
Bye.
As if he doesn't chase you now.
Let's see if you survive.
I'll
one
haste
attack.
him.
You made him run quicker to you.
I'll confuse him. He runs past me.
He can't stop.
He's like the Flash.
You see him start to raise into the air.
Oh,
Into what?
use the thingy.
Into the air.
Oh yeah, into the air.
And he raises into the air.
Oh my god.
He raises up into the air. And you see him begin. No, that's just him. he raises into the air.
really high.
And then cast
Hits a deck.
And he starts, and he see him starts covering himself, and he starts casting Globe of Invulnerability.
Cast from what?
Globe of Invulnerability. So this barrier starts forming around him, and any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect him from within.
Oh yeah.
Even if the spell is cast a higher level of the spell slot. So as that happens, and he also similarly the area within the barrier is excluded from being able to shoot out with those same effects. He casts that around himself, and he ends his turn. Kura.
Hey, nice.
18. Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Success.
Billy.
Great success.
Billy, you're still frightened, but you can make a wisdom save to try and break it here.
Is that an action?
No.
Oh, it's just a.
Yep, you made
We
it.
save?
Yep.
13.
It doesn't break it.
I had a really cool idea, but it won't work.
Just fireball the motherfuckers high
Um,
enough. Yeah.
Nah, but it auto misses.
Oh yeah, it does too. It's 5th or higher too. Shit.
Bullshit
Can't-
monsters.
I can't move closer. I can't do anything. That orb.
Yeah.
What would happen if something were to hit the bottom of it, like something physical? Would it push him up in a direction, or?
I mean, it could. Yeah. I mean, the orb itself is immovable. He's just able to go in and out of it. It's kind of like a force field that he can go in and out of, just a bubble in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do much with feared, so.
Kick yourself.
I literally am.
Why couldn't you be a cleric, mate?
I might have to be now.
Whoever dies next has to be a fucking cleric.
I am going to haste Kura.
You gonna haste Kura?
Yeah.
That's the last one.
And it's no, it's the other one.
Wait, how are you gonna haste someone that's knocked out?
Oh wait, you.
Yeah, he's
I'm
down.
down, man.
Oh, sorry, I thought he wasn't.
You and Clementine are the only ones up.
Yeah, that's it.
Just saying. I mean, you can haste Clementine if you want.
Do what with these up in the air?
What's he gonna do?
I'm dead.
I might just put it on myself to get.
Chris was
the
hoping
+2
for Clementine haste, so then Clementine could pick him up and run away.
Yeah.
And somehow bring me back to life. There's another vial somewhere in my buggy.
It's my have to let it go.
There's some cheese somewhere.
I can't do anything. I just hide behind a fucking rock because I'm scared.
Just run away.
rock because he's
Bonus action hide.
Just run. Be free.
No, I have to save them.
Do you have to?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Because what?
they're friends.
He wants the flesh.
Well, wait till
Oh,
he kills
fuck
him.
you! You're about to summon like an earth elemental or something.
Oh, wait, I was just checking. Just checking what we had.
A bunch of fucking zombies and shit.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah, coming out of the pools.
Yeah.
As you sort of run back and become frightened, you. Whoa, fuck, I got-
Do it,
Can't-
HP.
can't. All of
Do
these
it.
kill you.
Do it.
That's
Do it. Do it.
No.
Done.
Just think about it this way. What would Down on the DM do?
Down on the
Add
DM,
it to
would
his
just add it to
fucking
his list.
Hey,
Fuck
hey,
it, whatever. I'm gonna step on you with a fucking house.
What would Strahd do?
Look,
HP.
we all knew we
Be
would
the
die.
villain.
Just do it.
Be the villain.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Just what would this guy do? Who would he attack? Who
that-
pissed him off?
That's how I played the fucking house. What would the house do?
Yeah.
That's it.
Literally all these
Fireball.
things. Literally all these things will kill you.
Just go
HP.
for whatever.
HP.
that
It's
guy
not a
would
real
do.
TPK.
No,
I'm
it's not.
still here, baby.
It's not real.
It has to happen eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
Pull the fucking band-aid off.
We can't
That's
keep.
right. I didn't die the whole of last campaign, so
Yeah.
that was a plus.
Let's go, bitch.
All right.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
And as he stands up there, and points down towards you, as you can see over the
I thought he was
top of
gonna
your
go
rock.
Clementine.
Right?
Finger of death.
He points down towards you. And he casts Finger of Death.
Oh, you got fingered.
Which is it's like a level 10.
You need to give me a con save.
You got this, bro. You got
Pick
this.
one thing.
Is it a like beat my AC thing?
No, it's just a save.
It's just a save or die.
Yeah. If you fail, you die, and if you save, you probably die anyway.
Come on, bud.
But you'll
So
die
what?
after
Con
Clementine.
save?
What do you need, D8?
Oh, I need lots of d8s.
Come on, bud. You can
Con
do it.
save?
He's dead no matter what, basically.
No matter
Wait, HP. Con save?
Con save.
You're down.
Actually, I'll use my red one because.
I need two
You
more.
got this, sweetie?
I've got
Ready?
I've got this, I just need two
Wait,
more.
so everyone can see.
Yeah.
The black one. Black means death.
Yes! It's a 2!
It's a 2!
It's a 2 plus 5, so 7.
That means he's your last, right?
Yeah.
That's a definite save.
There you go.
Hey,
Alright.
you made it.
So you got a 2 plus 5, did you?
Oh,
Yep.
I thought
Alright.
you actually saved. Sorry.
No, failed.
Alright.
What's your health at the moment?
I don't think he's got lost any health right now. I think he's
I
lost
haven't.
Oh, rip. There's an 8.
Alright.
8.
Wait, how many did he roll?
2, 4, 8 D8.
Oh, that's only
That's actually not
64
bad.
worse. Oh, wait, 8, yeah, 64 worse. That's not too bad. That wouldn't total kill you.
Nah.
But he's a wizard.
Yeah, I've got 51.
He's got more than me.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to use my
45.
inspiration.
There's 2 8s.
May as well. I get to re-roll that dice.
Yay!
I completely
Yeah,
forgot
go
about
on,
the
use the
inspiration.
Don't you dare that one us.
Alright, let me recount that.
There's at least 2 8s in there, man.
Fucking hey. Man, King of Death was not
So-
powerful. 88.
This is 47 plus 30.
Plus 30.
77 damage.
77.
Fucking hell,
That's
just
what-
knocked you.
That's where the extra damage came into it.
I'm still good.
Did you say plus 37?
Plus 30.
What the fuck? Plus 30? Holy shit.
47 plus 30.
Alright, so he's.
Hey, at least you're not frightened anymore.
I know, right?
Is it TBK?
Well, come on.
I'm still alive.
Roll, boys. Roll to stay alive.
And at that point, he looks towards Clementine.
Finger of death.
HP finally gets his wish to kill Clementine.
Kills all of us.
He points to Clementine. And he casts Power Word Kill.
Oh, that's okay. Clementine counterspell. you see her arms go.
Shield.
He casts Power Word Kill on Clementine.
Fuck me.
If the creature you choose has 100 or fewer hit points, it dies.
Suck shit, bitch. 101.
Clemens,
She just go like you gotta describe.
So he raises both his fingers and just points directly towards all his hands, and just like, and you just see just like this ray of all different types of magic, so lightning and frost and everything just flies straight out of his hands and just disintegrate Clementine on the spot.
It's like when you put a whole chicken in a microwave.
Close the eyes. Close the eyes. Okay.
So,
You've done your job.
are these guys just gonna roll now, or
And
Or is he going to beat our bodies into the ground? Or he's going to feed our bodies to the goop?
That was Clementine.
rip it up, rip it up, rip it
Yeah,
up,
rip it.
rip it, rip it. Hey, it's all away.
No, it can be fixed.
and at this point, it's his turn again. I guess I know it's actually he doesn't need to be his turn because it's back to initiative.
We can still come back from this.
We can if we roll well.
Okay, and it's now
We can do this. We can do this.
Kura's turn.
Wait, does she just go splat or is she just...
She's dead, like
Fail.
non-existent.
Billy.
Gone.
Come on, try it back.
Hey, that's a fail.
That's 2, right?
Oh, you can keep it.
Rinlin.
Why is it 2?
Oh no, sorry, you only just died.
Fail.
Redlands on 2.
Oh,
1-1.
fuck.
Come on, mate. Mate, it feels great not being in this scenario.
I know.
It's great.
Oh, safe.
Now you know how we all felt watching you. Every time.
Hey, I'm gonna get killed one person each week. Let's let him kill 3 in one.
He's just catching up.
Hey, 14.
That was a 4 of
That
14
went
very
4
quickly.
What is it? Cocked.
He's dead.
Down.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Rillen is dead. Rillen has died.
How do you roll fucking 3 fails again that one?
No,
I
you-
had a fail early because I dropped first.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
As
bro.
Billy
Chris,
as
to your first
Billy-
character death.
Hang on a second. As Billy hears the life come out of Riddlin's body, suck shit, fucker. Where's your messiah now?
Rillen's like, I'm a cat.
I'm going to my people.
The turtles.
This is make or break.
Come on,
Make or
mate.
break.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Oh, what's up?
I'm up.
You're stable.
You're stable.
I'm up.
0.
I'm 0.
Let's roll.
3.
He's on 2.
That's
Oh, fuck.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Oh, another roll.
At this point, having seen all that's going on,
The turtle people coming. I'm
The
happy.
grub.
he turns down and looks towards Rinlin and Clementine,
And it's
and he casts Animate Dead.
Fuck, just like
Brendan is a god.
their body just like springs back up.
Springs back up, Clementine.
Oh,
Fuck this
yes.
shit.
Thank you so much.
I couldn't kill you, but I'm going to bring you back to kill someone else.
Namely, probably me.
You'll roll again.
Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh,
You just
You
dropped
wanna
that.
roll?
You
You
have
have
to
to
roll
roll
it.
like, hey, it's a death!
welcome to the death
Join
pit.
the club.
At this
That
point,
last
at this
splatter of
point, he casts teleport and he leaves.
But Clementine and Rillen are still there.
They have bodies. Roll some no body attack on that fucking elephant.
Okay.
That's not me.
It is.
No, but it's not me.
I know it's not you, but.
Fuck, I wish.
And what?
Just do it.
Just fucking do it.
They both start walking towards you as
You can
basically
fucking walk
zombies.
Yes, rip it. Rip it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, God.
And he goes out and he makes his first,
He does a rip and map as
slam attack.
It was an extra map.
Makes a slam attack.
Well, I suppose he had hold of it.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter now.
8 to hit.
Miss.
He misses.
But I'm prone, so isn't it like
That's a
auto
crit.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's auto crit.
Yeah, alright, well.
It's not.
We can
I just
do his
wanted you to
damage.
say like 17. I'm like, miss.
Who's going for the attack on this one?
Rinlin is.
Renlin.
Yeah. I've already rolled for him. He's a zombie technically.
+4. Like he would have used Primal Savagery. It's
Oh, you
+7.
can't. He's actually only a zombie. I can't.
Oh,
You can't
I
use
thought
any
he could
spells
use
as undead.
okay.
Yeah.
Zombie.
You don't have any of your previous
Zombie.
skills. You're just a zombie.
And he does 4 damage, taking you back to.
I'm down.
Roll, Sammy boy.
No, you were stabilized because you
Yeah.
got up, which means you're on 0 saves again. So now you're on 1 again.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm down again. So now I gotta fucking
Roll
Yeah.
a die.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Come on, bud.
Keep rolling.
And then it becomes
Ooh, save.
Success.
Clementine's turn.
Fail. Fail.
Clementine misses.
Success.
Oh my God.
This is so stressful.
Kurar is dead.
Also down.
Rip it, Kurar.
This is all
It's good,
rigged.
isn't it?
The elephant man is no longer.
I am a human being.
I'm not an animal.
So, HB, what's happening with my guy?
You know what my plan
5
was, right?
sheets.
So when he was up there, levitating on the thing, I was gonna put my staff.
ASMR.
Yeah.
That's a lot of note ripping.
I was gonna.
Get an ASMR action.
We just got banned from Twitch.
Nice.
That was actually a very good rip.
It was
Very good
like
rip.
straight down the fucking middle.
Not bad.
My first rip went.
So,
Totally take that.
given that we've had an
a small
almost full party wipe, we'll go back to see what is happening
Hey guys, I feel a great disturbance
I'm
in the
now
force.
bringing in my crazy note.
with
idea.
Thorn.
Yes, do it.
Fuck HP. This is
No,
happening.
because it actually makes sense as well. As well.
I don't care if it makes sense when I'm doing it.
Ah, you man.
And what we will do is we'll say that, yeah, because you went through the jungle
The
one,
jungle
right?
backskis.
This is technically all your fault, really.
I don't know about man.
He's named
We
Chris
will-
now.
Yeah,
Who's
true.
Rinlin?
We, having done that, we've gone through that sort of jungle portal, and you're looking around, you've seen a lot of Omu, yeah?
Yep. It's your boys.
What you assume to be Omu. And we're going to see what happens next.
Oh, motherfucker.
You know what my plan was, right? When he was up, like in that ball, like my
Yeah.
secondary plan, if I wasn't frightened, to go and plant the staff in the ground
Yeah,
and then turn it into a fucking tree
yeah.
and just like jettison him up into the air.
That would have been a good move. It would have been a good
Too
move.
bad I was
Well,
frightened.
Too bad you're
Well,
frightened.
chat. Welcome to the first real semi-TPK. That wasn't me for this time.
Half TPK.
Four people, technically, if you include
Tomb of Annihilation have actually seen some annihilations.
The worst part, I was just talking to Shiftrex before, saying that we had one death in 12 sessions. On the 13th session, we have 3.
It's Kiss. Kiss.
Okay.
It's Kiss's Jack.
Good fun.
Kiss.
All of those bodies, by the way, are now subject to the death curse.
Alright, so those who are still watching, we are doing Curse of Strahd this Friday from 7 PM.
Yep.
Same
Everyone
channel, same place.
Yep.
Same back
Actually-
time, same batch.
Rock in and watch him kill me back.
Woody's gonna die.
Woody's dead for sure.
And if we hit 50 followers by that night, we'll be able to draw the winner of those awesome
Spell markers.
spell markers. That's it.
Peace
Alright.
out.
Peace out.
Catch you
Thanks for
on
watching,
Friday, guys.
everybody. See you all soon.
No, feels good living.
Is that D8 yours?
Hey, where did my dude go?
I think HP's
I gave you 2.
Yeah, purple one of
Just because you killed him doesn't mean you get to keep
No. I just bring him. I brought him over here.
Because he's now a zombie.
There he is.
Billy, it was just
Alright,
developing.
so we have Sam's new character rolls coming up. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Do we roll ones?
No.
No.
We just take him out.
Gross.
12?
12.
Jesus.
Lucky you got a 6 and a 5 there.
Yeah, imagine like
Could've been a-
imagine if you got a 1-1-1. Like good luck, bud.
Alright, Sam's
This is
second
dumb
roll.
Hey!
Hey,
He's got an
hey,
attitude. Oh, he's coming back with a vengeance.
Mate, he's come back.
Fuck yeah!
He's come back as a rally or some shit, man.
I'm picking a good something to play this time.
Oh, that's good. That's taken away.
6.
18 to 6.
Dumpster!
Dude.
Charisma or some shit.
That
I reckon.
hurt.
12.
12. It's nice.
2 12s. We got one more.
No, 2 more.
2 more.
Hey. 15.
15.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Quick maths.
Quick maths. I fucking suck at maths. Why do you think
I
I'm
got
married?
you, Sam.
Why do you think I'm married again? Like,
Oh, 6.
give up.
Fuck.
Oh.
Hey, I got an 18. I'm happy with that,
Yeah,
man.
boy.
Is that it? Or the last one?
What's it going to be? A bard, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now we got Jacob Rowling, new character.
Here we go. Oh no, I can't even read half
You
of
can't
that.
even fucking read them, man.
10?
10.
Yeah.
Damn pretty looking dice.
Alright, I'll change one of the shit ones out.
The white one.
Yeah, the white one. Like,
The yellow, yeah.
I have pretty decent eyesight and I can't even see that. Hey, there we go. At 9?
Yeah, it's not.
Where's your recycling bin so I can recycle Kura?
Off to the
Just
dump.
pop him here, man.
Oh my god. 4.
Three ones and a 2!
That's your own fault. You didn't roll that properly. You just dumped that.
Jesus.
15.
15. That's decent recovery.
Fuck me.
Hell. Lucky that Naren's going Warsaw.
Don't jinx yourself by rolling early.
Roll him early.
Not that great.
Don't you
7,
worry.
9. Wow. You're going to be a bar, man.
Fuck bards.
Apologies to those that play.
18 and a couple of 12s. I can do with that.
6. Oh,
Hello,
10.
hello, darkness, my old friend for this character.
Hello, average, my old friend.
hello, I'm playing a human that gives me +2 and everything.
That all?
Yeah. Alright.
I feel like you should use those stats on a different character, not your own.
Nah, the name's for shits and gigs. So, fuck it.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, then we got me, Chris.
By far the worst fucking roll I've ever had.
Alright, so 6.
15?
Oh, wait,
16.
16?
15, sorry.
15.
Yes.
15.
9 and yeah.
Yeah.
Here we
I-
go.
I demand
10,
new
5.
stats.
This is where Chris gets like 15, 15, 18, 17.
Yeah, and he comes back as something unkillable.
4, 8, 12. No, I like having a dump stat. It makes your character pretty interesting when it comes to
Do you want that?
One
rolling.
skill.
No, thank you.
Ooh, it's nice.
9,
Do you want
13.
those stats?
I said a dump stat, man.
15.
Oh, shit.
6, 6, 12.
Yeah, perfectly balanced.
Look at that, everything above 10.
When the force is balanced.
There we go. There we go.
Six.
That's 7.
7, sorry. I can't.
There's your intelligence.
Unless you're playing wizard.
Yeah.
Still, if you're playing with
9.
9. Couple of
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright.
Good work, guys.
Here we go. Thank you,
Let me,
Tray Tinkerer.
let me
for the
roll
dice.
my future
Okay.
character.
Dice
Oh,
tray.
wait, I'm not dead.
Not too bad. Not too
Alrighty.
bad. Yeah, see?
I'm actually gonna be very interested
Tray
in what Jacob does with this.
Tinkerer.
Like,
I kill myself again. So I
We
can
love
roll
it.
yeah, commit to
Alright.
it.
GG, everybody.
Now I've got to go home and fucking plan a character, decide which one I want to play.
You got a week.
You do need a new character.
I had one set up from like 3 weeks ago when I thought I was dead.
Oh, I've got like, I've shown HP before, I've got 10 characters
Are we
ready to
gonna
go.
have it back at your place or back here?
Probably.
Yeah.
My place, yeah.
Yeah, this was just a 10%.
It's a good
I
try.
couldn't play.
We liked it.
But no, so I know what I need to fix.
I did enjoy this setup though. It's a good one.
We're
It's
gonna,
not bad. Good setup.
we're going to discuss who's playing who, so we can at least have like one cleric.
It's like you're coming back as
Put it
three
this way,
players.
I'm not a
Three
cleric.
clerics.
I'm not a cleric.